in Kaduna. The Kaduna State Police Command and local authorities have dismissed reports that over 100 worshippers were abducted in Kajuru LGA, describing the claims as falsehood, spread by conflict entrepreneurs seeking to disrupt the state's relative peace. Earlier today, BBC reported that armed groups kidnapped dozens of people attending two churches in Komin Wali, a forest community in Afogo Ward, Kaduna State. The report quoted a senior church leader as saying more than 160 worshippers were abducted by gunmen during Sunday service. However, speaking on Monday after the State Security Council meeting at Sir Kashim Ibrahim House in Kaduna State, Mohammed Rabiu, the State Commissioner of Police, challenged those spreading the reports to provide names and details of the victims. Anyone who has evidence should come forward with a list of kidnapped persons and their particulars. The police commissioner warned rumor mongers against attempts to derail the state's relative calm, vowing that the full weight of the law would be applied to those spreading falsehoods. Dauda Madaki, chairman of Kajuru local government area, corroborated the police position and noted that he personally mobilized security forces to the community at the center of the rumors upon hearing the reports, but found no evidence of any attack. We visited the church where the so-called kidnap took place. There was no evidence of the attack. The LG chairman added that he consulted Maidan Zaria, the village head, and Bernard Bonner, the youth leader, who denied any incident and told journalists present that nothing of the sort had occurred. Madaki also challenged anyone to produce a list of alleged victims, noting that no such information has been forthcoming despite his public call. He went on to attribute the rumor to individuals unhappy with the improved security situation in Kajuru under the current administration. And then Commissioner for Internal Security equally said the same thing. All of them said the same thing, that no such attack took place. Okay, so let's pause here, based on bills, and return. Stay with us.
95.1 FM, Port Harcourt, voice of the people. This is Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt, voice of the people.
Light Up Port Harcourt Crusade. Light Up Port Harcourt Crusade. Port Harcourt City, get ready to experience an unusual move of God as Reach for Christ presents Light Up Port Harcourt Crusade, featuring salvation, deliverance, healing, miracles, and lots more. Ministering Pastor E.A. Adeboye, General Overseer, the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Pastor K.K. Ndukwe, Pastor Sojioni, Reverend Minaibi, Dagogo Jack, and other anointed men of God. Ministering in songs, Shema Jesus, Mr. L.L. Revelation, Praise Emmanuel, and other anointed ministers. Date 21st January 2026. Time 3 p.m. Venue River State University Football Field besides Convocation Arena, Mpolo Milesway, Jobu, Port Harcourt, River State. Don't be left out. It's your day of visitation. Jesus is Lord forever.
Long time no see you, which one you do?
Oga builder, Oga contractor, long time no see. That thing where they look for Sokoto, it don't land for Shoko say, we don't carry our product enter River State, but say we still there for Aba. Anywhere where you did Agnes roofing product, go find you come, our product don't enter market, long span, made couple, step tie, small gutter design. As big man consign, we still get stone coated roofing sheet, shingle, mineno, glass, bond, wood shake, and rubber. Don't forget saying that Dr. Agnes one man with the manufacturer Agnes one man data tooth powder. Nice to carry this product enter market to Wakaskele Wugali and Sontoli enter office waiting for kilometer 20 at Port Harcourt Expressway. Equated by Akaso bus stop behind Antwerp filling station or Bibo LGA or Port Harcourt. You feel Waka enter our head office waiting for kilometer 7 at N Expressway. Ositema for Abia. For more inquiries, call us on 0816 719 5073 or 0811 201 2831 or 0803 500 5489. Agnes Aluminium Roofing product, oh, and be the product where go make your house the smile, whether under the sun or in the rain.
Stay informed, stay ahead. Tune in to Today 95.1 FM for the latest news, insightful talk, and exciting sports updates. Your trusted source for everything you need to know. Today 95.1 FM, the voice of the people.
All right, thank you all for staying with us. Let us continue. Stories from Daily Post you listen to, and then we're reading a few more from the cable. Tinubu confers GCON on Gilbert Chagore. President Bola Tinubu has conferred the Grand Commander of the Order of the Niger, GCON, on Gilbert Chagore, the Lebanese-Nigerian businessman. GCON is Nigeria's second highest national honor, next to the Grand Commander of the Order of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, GCFR, reserved for presidents. The honor was conveyed through an instrument of conferment of national honor dated January 8, 2026. President Tinubu said he acted in exercise of the powers vested in him under Section 1, Sub 4 of the National Honors Act, citing Chagore's outstanding virtues and services to the country as the basis for the award. In exercise of the powers vested in me under Section 1, Sub 4 of the National Honors Act, I, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, in recognition of your outstanding virtues and in appreciation of your services to our country, Nigeria hereby award you to have and enjoy title, dignity, and all the privileges of the Grand Commander of the Order of the Niger, GCON, given at Abuja under my hand and the public seal of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the President said. Well, who is Chagore? Well, they tried to write a lot of things here. Let me allow you to research it. We know that he's a close ally to President Tinubu. They say they are even business partners. He's the one whose company was awarded the Coastal Road Project. That's a high-tech construction company. While Umai argues that they had shown competence in the way they managed the surging waters from the Atlantic. All right? The way they manage the surging waters from the Atlantic. Some persons argue that there are many other companies with such competence. You didn't allow for an open bidding process, but you unilaterally handed the contract for the Coastal Road to High Tech. President Tinubu has now gone ahead to give him the GCON. You know, people that have power, and they're using power, like Trump in America. Tinubu is also trying. So the allegations here against Chagore and the rest of them, let me allow you to enjoy yourself with that now. Go do some reading, yeah? Do some reading. It helps. That way, if I tell you, you say, Kelly, I remember this one because I read it by myself. PDP's Oluide excluded again as INEC releases final candidates list for Ekiti governorship election. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has released the final list of candidates for the June 20, 2026 governorship election in Ekiti State. The list includes candidate for Accord Party, African Action Congress, AAC, Action Democratic Party, African Democratic Congress, All Progressives Congress, and Action People's Party. However, Wole Oluide, candidate for the People's Democratic Party, PDP, and David Bankole of the Social Democratic Party were omitted from the list. The electoral umpire had initially excluded the PDP candidate's name when it pasted the list at its headquarters at Ado Ekiti, the state capital, December 2025. Recall that on January 13, that was even after INEC had removed his name, citing court cases as to the authentic leadership of the PDP. A court in January 13 in Ado Ekiti nullified the governorship primary that produced Oluide. The court also ordered the party to conduct a fresh primary election in compliance with the law and its internal guidelines. All right, so that also happened. Vanguard newspaper opens with this one. FG opens 2026 overseas scholarship for postgraduate studies. The federal government has opened applications for the 2026 Petroleum Technology Development Fund PTDF Overseas Scholarship Scheme, offering Nigerian postgraduate students the chance to study in the United Kingdom, Germany, France, and Malaysia. The announcement was confirmed in a post on X, formerly known as by the Office of the Special Advisor to the President on social media, Dada Olusegun, on Monday. The federal government has announced the commencement of applications for 2026 Petroleum Technology Development Fund scholarship overseas. According to information on the Scholarship Board's website, the scheme is open to MSc and PhD candidates in disciplines relevant to the oil and gas sector. Beneficiaries will receive full support, including tuition, return air tickets, accommodation and living allowances, health insurance, and bench fees where applicable. The 2026 Overseas MSc and PhD scholarships provide access to world-class training, research facilities, and global expertise while developing indigenous capacity in Nigeria's oil and gas sector. For PhD candidates studying in the United Kingdom, the scholarship will operate under a split-site arrangement. This allows scholars to carry out research both at the College of Petroleum and Energy Studies, Kaduna, and at select partner universities in the UK, including the Robert Gordon University, University of Strathclyde, and the University of Portsmouth. The agency noted that the program is highly competitive. Only candidates who demonstrate outstanding merit and suitability will be considered. It also added that the selection will be based on academic records, research proposals, professional memberships, and how relevant the proposed study is to Nigeria's oil and gas industry. And then it goes on and on. False alarm, Army dismisses report of mutiny. The Army headquarters has dismissed as false alarm a report by an online medium alleging a planned mutiny by soldiers over poor salaries, allowances, and poor welfare conditions, insisting that its leadership has prioritized the welfare of troops and their families. Colonel Apollonia Anele, Director of Army Public Relations, disclosed this in a statement titled "Threat of Mutiny, a False Alarm, Nigerian Army Committed to Troop Welfare and Discipline." It reads in part, the attention of the Nigerian Army has been drawn to an online publication alleging that soldiers were threatening mutiny over salaries and allowances. We view the report as false, misleading, and deliberately sensational, designed to undermine public confidence and national security. At no time has there been any threat of mutiny within the Nigerian Army. Mutiny is a grave offense under military law and alien to the ethos, disnationalism of the Nigerian Army personnel who remain loyal to the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces. The report relied solely on anonymous, unverifiable claims circulated through non-official channels. Such narratives do not represent the views, conduct, or disposition of officers and soldiers of the Nigerian Army who are trained to channel grievances through established military procedures rather than public platforms. For the avoidance of doubt, it is important to clarify that promotion increments are only one component of military remunerations and should not be misrepresented as total earnings. So that's that story. Daily Trust. So that story of the kidnapping of church worshippers in Kaduna State. Over 170 worshippers abducted as bandits raid Kaduna churches. Bandits have raided churches in Kumiwali community in Kajuru local government area of Kaduna State, abducting over 170 worshippers. According to witnesses, the attackers struck during church services on Sunday. The Evangelical Church of West Africa and Cherubim Seraphim churches were affected by the attack. Sources say 9 vulnerable persons among the victims later returned home. Reverend Joseph Hayab, the Northern CAN chairman, that's the Christian Association of Nigeria chairman, confirmed the attack to Daily Trust, describing the incident as sad. He said, and I quote, "I don't like talking about the figures, but I got from the area 172 were said to have been abducted and 9 managed to escape, with the remaining 163 still with their abductors. It's a very tough and sad thing, but we will not give up. The security agencies and the government are making effort toward restoring peace in Kaduna, and we're happy with it. Whatsoever is the reason, we're not going to give up. We want to work with the security agencies and the government in ensuring that these people return safe. We know the efforts that have been put in place by security and the government in ensuring that there is restoration of peace, so we cannot be accusing people. If the bandits, are doing it to provoke anger, they will be surprised. We'll get our people back just as others have been coming back these days. These people will come back. As of the time of the final audit report, Kaduna State government and the police were yet to issue official statements. So they've released official statement now saying no such thing happened. Now that's one of the first story I read to you from the cable, that no such thing actually happened, right? From the local government chairman to the commissioner in charge of internal security and the commissioner of police in Kaduna State, all of them saying the same thing, that no such thing actually happened in Kaduna. Borno Speaker protests omission of Shetima's pictures at APC event. Speaker of the Borno State House of Assembly, Abdul Karim Lawan, has protested the exclusion of Vice President Kashim Shetima's picture on the banner portraying party leaders in the region. The banner carried the picture of President Bola Tinubu, 5 APC governors and of the Northeast, and the national flag, the national legal advisor. Protesting, the speaker said it's unfair for the organizers to print the banner without the picture of the vice president, especially being that the event was taking place in his hometown. He also recalled that similar omission triggered the fracas that disrupted the APC meeting in Gombe last year. This talk created the fracas in Gombe, and it's repeating itself here in Borno. I don't know the motive of the organizers, but it's not right. How can the organizers exclude a picture of a sitting vice president who is from Borno and the Northeast Zone? His complaint was re-echoed by the crowd, who responded with a thunderous applause. Governors and stakeholders of the APC are currently in Maiduguri, Borno State capital, for the Northeast Zonal public hearing for the amendment of the party's constitution. And then the Sun newspaper, police officer kills colleague, injures another in Rivers. It doesn't happen all the time. A police inspector, Ibrahim Sani, has been shot dead and another wounded by his colleague, Inspector Victor Okus, in Port Harcourt, Rivers State. The tragic incident occurred at about 1:20 p.m. at Next Cash and Carry Supermarket, Transamadi, Port Harcourt, on Sunday. The Rivers State Police Public Relations Officer, Grace Ringekoko, a Chief Superintendent of Police, okay, so that's the promotion that she had, a Chief Superintendent of Police, CSP, confirmed the incident on Sunday. She disclosed that the deceased and the injured colleague were attached to the 14 PMF Yola while the suspect was on special duty at Intel's Onair, River State. Statement reads in part, according to the unit commander, 14 PMF DSP Turaki Hassan's account and preliminary investigations, the tragic incident occurred at about 1:20 hours at Next Cash and Carry Supermarket, Transamadi, Port Harcourt, where Inspector Ibrahim Sani, M, and Inspector Daniel Dauda, M, all attached to the same unit, were on joint guard duty with military personnel. Inspector Ukus allegedly shot his colleagues in the head and neck regions. The injured officers were promptly rushed to a hospital for medical treatment, where Inspector Sani succumbed to his injuries while Inspector Dauda was still receiving medical treatment. The corpse has been deposited at the military hospital mortuary, Port Harcourt, for preservation and autopsy. The suspect, Inspector Victor Okus, a colleague and fellow officer from same unit but on special duty at Intels, has been arrested and is currently in police custody. So what caused it? They've not told us what caused it. They just told us this person shot this person. What caused the accidental discharge? Were they playing? Were they fighting? Was it out of excitement? Because they do that a lot out of excitement. Don't bring us with shooting in the air. What caused it? And the Punch newspaper, APC begins e-registration in River State, targets 6 million new members. The governor is not the one who is flagging off the registration. The All Progressives Congress in River State said it's poised to enroll about 6 million new members as the ruling party begins e-registration. State chairman of the party, Tony Okocha, stated this while speaking during the flag-off of the exercise and training of local council supervisors and ward agents at the party secretariat in Port Harcourt on Monday. So that's about it. I've talked a lot about this story already now. So you have the details. We're ready to you in our 7 a.m. news. Okay, so yesterday we talked about Trump. Let me just give you an update about Trump, and then we move on to other things, all right, this morning. So you see the letter that Trump had sent to the Prime Minister of Norway. It was actually Trump's reply to a letter sent privately to him from the Prime Minister of Norway. So Trump decided to reply publicly, right? Whereas the letter sent to him was a private letter. So let me read what the Prime Minister, because now the Prime Minister has replied, oh dear, oh dear. Oh, the Prime Minister has now replied, Trump, so let me get that response. Oh, did I not? I probably did not save it. Oh, there it is. I can confirm that this is the text message that I received yesterday afternoon from President Trump. It came in response to a short text message from me to President Trump sent earlier on the same day. On behalf of myself and the President of Finland, in our message to Trump, we conveyed our opposition to his announced tariff increases against Norway, Finland, and select other countries. We pointed to the need to de-escalate and proposed a telephone conversation between Trump, Prime Minister of Finland, and myself on the same day. The response from Trump came shortly after the message was sent. It was his decision to share his message with other NATO leaders, said Prime Minister Jonas. Norway's position on Greenland is clear. Greenland is a part of the Kingdom of Denmark, and Norway fully supports the Kingdom of Denmark on this matter. We also support that NATO we also support that NATO in a responsible way is taking steps to strengthen security and stability in the Arctic. As regards the Nobel Peace Prize, I have clearly explained, including to President Trump, that what is well known, the prize is awarded by an independent Nobel committee and not the Norwegian government, said the Prime Minister. There was a post I wanted to share with you. There's a bit of a row about the wristwatch worn by Zach Adedeji. Some persons have called out the quality of wristwatch he's wearing, and they're asking for investigation. So Zach Adedeji is the head of the NRS, Nigeria Revenue Service. If it turns out to be bigger than what we've been seeing, well, maybe we'll talk about it. I see some stories now that Governor Fubara is joining APC conflict resolution and mobilization committee meeting convened to address internal disputes and emerging threats within the party. I have a habit of trying to leave some of the hotter things for later, but I may just begin with the hot one this morning. So let me see. I was going to share this. Oh, I think I see it now. Let me see. Oh, yeah. So I saw this post yesterday from Nigeria National Grid. He replied another post on X. Finland successfully transmits electric power through the air without using physical wires. I don't know how. Finland successfully transmits electric power through the air without using physical wires. Yeah, we are still dragging. We are still trying to construct roads. See what nations are doing. Then our Nigeria National Grid now put a reply. We will get there. I guess one day. We've not even been able to give people regular power. We're talking of getting there. All right. Those are the stories and some of the gist. Giving you a lot of gist today. All right. So let me introduce panelists and let's begin with some of the very serious issues. Dr. Fineface Jumna Mened. Fineface is here. Executive Director, Youth and Environmental Advocacy Center, YIC Nigeria. Welcome, Doctor. Good to see you.
Good morning, Kelly. Good morning, everyone. And panelists, nice to be here.
Living Gifton Jamala, Esquire, private legal practitioner. Morning, sir. Welcome.
Good morning, Kelly, and good morning, co-panelists. Good morning, Nigeria.
Good to see you, sir. And Mr. Emmanuel Indukwe, our in-house analyst, is also here. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much, Kelly. Good morning, Nigeria.
So let me begin with Governor Fubara's situation. Let me not call it predicament, let me not call it ordeal, maybe just a situation. The APC national spokesperson was on TV yesterday and was asked about the APC's position on the impeachment threat by members of the House of Assembly. He says the APC will speak when they are ready. Would it be too soon to assume the posturing of the APC has been against the governor? Because those on the side of the governor expect that the APC would have taken an action by now in setting the tone as to what should happen in Rivers State. Jamala.
Kelly, for me, I will not say it is too soon to reason the way you are asking the question. I listened to that interview by Felix Moka, and the questions were direct to him.
Very direct.
Very direct, and his answers were a little bit evasive. Now, what I gathered from that point is that the APC as a political party in the national, I think they have not finalized their thinking, their positions about these things. I remember the president, who is the leader of their party, just came in from where he traveled about 20 days out of the country. And so his coming back will give leadership of the party the opportunity to confer with him. This is the situation we have found ourselves. And according to Moka, there are two individual politicians who are trying to fight. So, but what Moka really didn't get is the point that one of them is not a member of their political party.
You think he didn't know? Or he doesn't know?
No, I know. Maybe what he forgot in making that statement.
Forgot?
Deliberately.
Okay.
Maybe what he deliberately omitted or failed to recognize is the fact that it is only one of them that is a member of their political party. Like when the secretary said, giving support to Mr. President without being a member of the party does not give you the exclusive right of determining for the leaders of that political party. Because there are so many supporters of Mr. President who are apolitical. Now, if we use this statement to vis-a-vis that of the answers of Moka, then one should be expecting that APC ought to have come out with a very clear,
by now,
yes, unambiguous response to this situation. The 17 members of the River State House of Assembly, allegedly, they are meant to be APC members, although they have been asked to produce their membership card. So, if the 17 members and the political party calls their family together, call, hey, 17 lawmakers, what is happening? We want to set the party in River State in disarray. Here is our governor. So what is happening? Okay, let's do an internal settlement and call them to put a halt. That would have immediately saved the situation. But I think even Mr. President has not said anything. So I want to believe that before this week runs out, a clear position on either Mr. President and the APC. Once Mr. President gives a signal, the political party will toe that line.
Dr. Fifes.
Yeah, you are asking whether the governor said the APC is going to speak, right?
No, that's not what I asked. I'm asking if the APC's posturing so far, does it give a signal as to which direction they are going to lean in solving this problem?
Yeah, I think so far they have not been in a hurry to speak, and they haven't spoken, and that is what should be. Because you see some of the things that are currently happening, somehow if we are in a democracy, it shouldn't happen. Even going to court to stop the legislature is like making them not to perform their function. In the real democracy, don't have to interfere. So
That's
then...
not true.
Well, that's an opinion. It's an opinion. It's an opinion. It's not fact. It's
It not be that we collectively said this. That's why I say let me exclude myself.
It is an
my
opinion.
own opinion.
It's an opinion.
And I believe that the legislature have seen what they describe as, gross misconducts. They have penciled those down. They have passed it on to the governor. They expect some committee to be set up. It's not that when the committee is set up that the governor is going to be impeached straight away. He has an explanation to give on the document that he is going to respond to and all of that. So that's why I'm feeling that even going to court to stop them from performing their duties is like usurping democracy and their powers, not making them to perform their functions. But then they know what they are doing. So the APC so far, not having jumped into the ring to start talking and making some comment, I think it's a welcome development, because they must allow certain things to play out, and then they take a position in the direction that they know that it will be the best for their party.
Mr. Ndukwe.
Well, Kelly, I think it's something the APC has not been able to bring itself to have a reach a conclusion on. But they will eventually do that because their leader, President Tinubu, will eventually come up with a position, and that's what they will do. At that line, they will all agree to follow. But for now, it's not late. It's certainly not late. You know, at this time, all the participants in that particular problem are just doing like dogs, barking, and going back. None is coming forward to go and bite. All of them are just making noise and then going back, or even standing still in the middle. So, President Tinubu, whether APC is going to support him, support Fubara or not, or support the House members or not, must come with a position. But the greatest mistake APC will make in its life in Nigeria will be when it goes against Fubara, if truly he is their member. Because I know very well there could be internal arrangement of reconciliation and said, hey, you people belong to us, because majority there in the house are APC. Then this governor just joined us also. How can you come and then wash your dirty linens outside? Please, let's go into the room. If APC doesn't do that, then it would have sold its own aura and respect anything at all that it has in this country. So let's keep on waiting.
So while we're waiting, and some say it's early, so let's wait, maybe too soon, which is also possible. I cited instance earlier when I asked certain questions. First question is, in Kano State, Abba Yusuf wants to join the APC. Yeah. He wants to defect to the APC. He's yet to join.
Yes.
Alassane Doguwa had announced at the weekend that their e-registration could not commence because the president had ordered them to hold on until Gida joins the party officially. Gida has not joined the party. Gida is facing some challenges because of the resistance coming from Kwankwaso. Kwankwaso is the person that they want. Kwankwaso is the big fish that they want, but Kwankwaso is not getting the guarantees he wants from the APC, so he's refusing to make a move to the APC. But Gida wants to move. The president says, do not proceed with that e-registration until Gida joins us in our fold in the APC. In Bayelsa, who flagged off the e-registration process? The Bayelsa State Governor, Donyediri. He joined the party about the same time, the same period. Governor Fubara joined the APC, the same period. He joined the APC. So the president didn't need to be in the country to give directive to Kano State APC to hold on with any e-registration. The person to flag it off should be the governor. In Rivers State, who flagged it off? Tony Okocha. We're not aware that the governor was present. We're not aware. So, can we continue to pretend that the APC is unintentional about its actions in Rivers State when it comes to the leadership drama playing on in the state? Mr. Ndukwe.
Kelly, it's beginning to look like the skin of APC. When Rotimi Amechi and I can't remember exactly, I think it was still Tony Eko that was their flag bearer and all that, when they eventually missed out in the ballot, and the Shomole was as the chairman. You know, they had problems here and there. Good, I think Rotimi Amechi and Magnus Abe. Good. Now, both of them were in APC, but they were not working with one agreement. Eventually, APC lost that chance in Rivers State. So I think that leadership problem has been their part of them in this Rivers State. And one problem I don't understand how they are doing it, except that politicians are people of their own, they have their own mind. I think is the national will do as if it doesn't concern it. I don't know why. Even after that particular one, they even agreed that they were going to do set up a committee for reconciliation. I'm not sure they did that effectively in Rivers State, but they moved around in some other states. If they did, maybe once they came here, if they did. And so when you look at the whole thing, you know, I know that Chief Okocha is their chairman, at least representing national. Because in Rivers State, there's still a crack. Emeka Beke is also heading one section of APC. But now that Okocha is known to be heading APC, nobody is taking that away from him. But as Fubara joins, does he not obviate that position? Not that Okocha is no longer the chairman, because there will be a governor who will incidentally be the leader and still a chairman. But nobody, I don't know whether the impeachment has driven or you know, they use broom. Maybe the impeachment has swept everything with his broom so that nobody recognizes Fubara. And that is why I'm saying, Kelly, if APC wants to shoot himself on the foot or even on his buttocks so that sitting down will be a problem, let it indeed deny Fubara and see where it will be. For me, I think at the right time, they must come out, startly behind the governor, and in fact, everybody in APC, because they have to move forward in unison. If not, people they'll make themselves a laughing stock.
So the signals for now should be ignored.
Of course, for now. That way you pointed out, every other person is seeing it too. You remember when I said I was commenting on this, I said, wherever Tinubu was, he could only make a call to those that matter, and the whole thing will grow to a halt. But it looks as if they are not even interested. But that action will haunt them if they do not take themselves and put themselves together to handle it the best way.
Dr. Fineface. So the APC flags off their e-registration in River State.
Yes. Well, I think it's a welcome development. We are now in a digital world, a world that the internet has taken over, a time that people don't need to travel from the comfort of their homes to their community to register. But they will use the e-platform to locate their polling units, locate their voting points in their communities, and they're able to register. So I think it's a welcome development. That is what should be. And when you are able to register, you generate your membership card. From wherever you are able to know. And it will also automatically create a database of members of the party. And that e-registration card should have a barcode that sometime wherever you are, someone can scan with the phone and takes you automatically to the website and you're able to verify whether this person is a member of or not. So it's a welcome development if they can do that. And I think other parties should learn from the APC in order to move their membership registration online so that people can do it from wherever they are. Because the reason why many people are not even members of the parties that we have existing is because they can't travel from where they are to go and register at home. But that doesn't mean that at the ward level or the unit where you are supposed to vote or have control, you will not be able to register and go there. So it's a welcome development, and I really commend them when I heard that yesterday that they have done that.
Do you also consider that the flag off is not coordinated by the governor?
Yes, of course, it's an issue, and the governor is supposed to be there. You know, like when I heard about the flag off and it's Tony Okocha, faction, like they say, because I'm not even seeing the faction being added to his name again. I don't know where the Makabeke area has been concluded, in court. But the governor was supposed to be there and be the one to flag off that process as the leader of the party in the state. But because of the issues that we have, I was even saying yesterday that if not that Fubara is now in the APC, the same place with Tony Okocha, that this hula baloo going about with the impeachment issue, River State would have been boiling by now, because we know how he speaks and how he was speaking. We know how he spoke when the other members are later denied they never defected. So all of these are part of issues that we have to look at going forward, because if the governor is actually the 001, he's supposed to be there to flag off the party's membership registration in the state and also be the first person to be captured and then information goes out that the governor has registered, you should also come and register. It would have been a rallying point, but that didn't happen. But I think it's part of the political crisis we are having in the state. The impact is on every situation, including on the streets. Debris everywhere, waste everywhere. Everywhere is dirty. So the political crisis is telling so much on the state, and it's affecting every sector.
What does that signal give you?
Well, it signals that all is not well within the party. That
no, what does this signal give you as to the APC's literal support for Governor Fubara?
Well, you can't say it's little support. Like
no, literal.
Yeah, I think to an extent they are trying to play along. And then remember in Oyibo or where the FCT minister raised on the hand of the APC state chairman and that of the PDP state chairman, that he controls the two of them. So don't also be surprised that the reason why the governor wasn't there must not be unconnected with the fact that maybe he didn't get instruction to bring him there. So he's been manipulated, I must say, allegedly from a lot of corners. But, from what we have heard during the issue of 001 or no 001, the National Working Committee and the chairman of the party at the national level gives more support than the governor in the state, than the party chairman in the state. We've seen that. You also saw that I think when the House members, the 17 members of the State Assembly defected, the Tony Okocha was there. But when the governor defected, we didn't see Tony Okocha there.
He was there.
He was there as well.
Yes. When the governor announced his intention,
defection announced his defection to his supporters.
Tony Okocha was not there.
Tony Okocha was summoned to give him a card.
Good. The following day, but the moment he did it, he was not there.
No, Tony Okocha was not there.
That was just an announcement to his people.
So that happened. So all of these are some of the fallout of some of the crises we are having, and it's going to linger and it's going to sustain till 2027.
Chamala.
Kelly, I want us to look at the state that you have referenced, Bayelsa and Rivers.
You can also look at Kogi State. Yahaya Bello flagged off the registration in Kogi State.
That is where the governor submitted his authority to his godfather. Remember, Ododo has told you that anything the Bello tells him to do, he will do it.
He will do it is good. He does it.
We're looking at the future too.
He does it is finality.
Kelly, let's look at Kogi, Bayelsa. There is no internal wranglings in those states.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at Bayelsa, the person who ordinarily should have given the APC an in-house fight, there is a little crack also in Bayelsa. But the side of Timmy Prisiv has so far been silenced by
with the alleged and sponsorship,
so
and all
he's
of
even
those
running
things.
for his life. So the political family is now in disarray. So it is very, very easy for the governor to take over the structure, working with the minister for state, on petroleum affairs. So it's cool. Now, if you come to River State, we have a godfather who will never want to act the role of an advisor.
The godfather is not a member of the APC.
I'm coming. For whatever role Nyesom Wike played in 2023 to give Tinubu 256,000 votes in Rivers State, for whatever role he played, and for whatever agreement is agreement, he has entered with Tinubu, or he entered with Tinubu before and after that election. You and I can never tell. Now, there are two interests, powerful blocks in Rivers State. Can you easily jettison either of them? As a political scientist, I don't think no serious politician will now say, I take this and leave this. So I think they are beginning to calculate. Look at Kano. The president is interested in the hundreds of votes that comes from Kano. The president can win an election without reverse vote. Let's leave all this, those noise we are making here.
Yes, he can.
Since the use of card reader started and the use of beavers, reverse vote has diminished to less than
5 million.
Yeah.
From 5 million.
From
to
5 million to 200 and something thousand,
300
and something thousand, the highest you get. Our chairman that are parading themselves and some unseen, they scored less than 15,000. So we do not have that voting strength as compared to that of Kano.
Or even Lagos.
And so the president will do everything possible to make that governor come. Now, if the governor enters APC, the strength of the Kwankwasias is divided.
No, somewhat.
It's divided. Yes, some will pay direct allegiance to Mr. Kwankwasua, while others will play sympathy to Mr. Governor. And so that family is divided. Then he's now assured of some votes, no matter how small. He will not lose Kanu again if we add it to that of, although Ganduje has been relegated at the moment. But I believe he will still, if he will not join ADC, he will still.
Tinubu wants numbers.
Fine. So it is the number he's looking at.
He won't mind sacrificing one.
He believes this. He believes that Kanu will give him the vote through Kwankwasia, not Ganduje. It was in 2023 he lost. With all the national apparatus, Ganduje was flying around.
He lost state and national.
Yes, the both lost the two. And so it is a very pivotal state for Mr. President Kanu. Rivers, we can talk of our resources supporting them, and no problem. But when it comes to the real vote, we are no longer in that echelon of what I call this one. We like using it during his time. It's not a state you joke with our vote. You know, we are no longer in that height. We are down, and we must do everything possible. Rivers State is divided into APC, PDP, and now in that APC we have APC B, APC C. In PDP we have PDP A and PDP B. What kind of state is that? And you cannot call, you cannot even in your own political party, you are not sure that your political party members will vote for you. Please, if for me, the president, they have not neglected Mr. Fubara, no. I can never say so. They have not. But what they are doing is, it is not possible to have the two sides of the coin at the same time.
So,
but you can keep the coin standing without each part falling apart.
So they are being careful.
They are being careful.
They want to be neutral.
No, they can't be neutral.
A time will come.
A time will come.
A time will come where some compromises will be made.
But when you look at
neutral to the extent that the president will not sit down and allow an impeachment proceedings to get to the end.
He will stop it.
He will stop it. He will not. It will not get to that stage. Mr. President will not rely solely on Nyesom Wike in Rivers State in 2027. Okay. He will not do so.
But
he will allow to. He will.
What are the signals for now saying?
To me, the signals are not that too bad.
Okay.
To me.
For the governor.
Yes, the signals are not too bad. For me. The way I see it, too, I don't know. I don't have your own eyes. My own are smaller than yours. But maybe I will not be seeing well.
Comparing it, that's why I mentioned some of these other states.
Yes, those states are different. Their stakes are different.
Oh,
the circumstances they are different.
Their stakes are different.
Yes, the circumstances they are different.
Okay.
River State is peculiar.
River State is peculiar.
Yes.
Okay.
His own surrounding environment is different from any other state. We do not have a single commanding structure.
So
in Rivers State.
So the president and the APC, they are being prudent in approaching Rivers State with caution.
Yes, they are seeking wisdom, and they will.
I know that's what he's been looking for.
They are seeking wisdom, and they will come up with the right solution soon. And we believe that solution will be for the benefit of all, and not for one winner wins and takes it all.
This is politics. We all know, yes.
Yes.
This case now we're talking pure politics. So
Kelly, see, there is this established crude politics in Nigeria. Rivers State has taken it to the extreme. We're trying to see if we can refine. Yes, refine this crude politics during our lifetime.
When you see we're trying to see
when politics was
who are the we?
When politics was When politics was a game. A game of like football. After the quarrel, after the fight, like what happened on Sunday between Morocco and Senegal. I think after what happened in the pitch that day, when you go outside, you hug yourself and move along. You see two lawyers quarreling in the shouting on each other. Sit down, my friend. I'm your junior. I'm your this. I'm your that. Once they say take dates, you see them coming together with diary. How far? I don't like what you do. Oh, it's over. And they move on. That is how politics used to be. until we brought in this crude attitude of winner takes it all. That if we're in the same family and you vote Mr. B and I this one vote Mr. C, we are enemies. Families now, two brothers are enemies, two sisters are enemies because one is in Wike, one is in Fobara. That is crude politics, and we should try to see how we can take ourselves out of that tradition that is being fostered on us by unscrupulous elements.
We should unscrupulous elements, fostered unscrupulous elements. We shall agree that we're discussing politics here, right?
Is it in doubt?
No, I'm asking a question now. We all agree that this is politics we're discussing.
Is it in doubt?
And when it comes to politics, somebody will choose who is likely to give him an upper hand.
That's what we're saying now.
And will make a not so good decision. There could be a compromise to say, okay, we save you from this one, but there's a price to pay. So if we give you this one, know that there's a price to pay. But, because we are not going to go follow you all the way.
Kelly.
We're talking politics, Abi.
Kelly, calm down. See, the politics, I asked you define politics here. In Rivers State, what do you see playing around? Is that politics?
What do you call it?
Is it politics that you stand against your political party and say, don't vote my political party?
Well, it's politics.
Is that politics? Kelly, let's leave this thing.
What is politics?
Politics in Rivers State is do whatever you can and get the power. Yes, now.
Okay, that's politics in Rivers State.
Yes, that's politics. Do whatever you can.
That's not politics in Nigeria.
Rivers State is the worst.
Okay, it's worse in Rivers State.
See, Kelly, let's try to redeem Rivers State. It's our state.
Okay, so let's try to redeem Rivers State.
If we make Rivers State fine, if we can refine Rivers State, we can now talk about refining Nigeria. Okay. But let's start from home.
Okay.
Let's start from home. Let's leave this age-long mentality.
For now, I'll leave you to develop the plan on how we can refine the politics in Rivers State.
It's for you to join the
I'm going to the market. I'm going to pay bills now.
You see, sometimes your market, you leave it because you want a better Nigeria.
I am not leaving the market. I am going to the market now. You can go and develop the strategy on how we can change our fortunes in Rivers State. We're back in a moment. Please stay with us.
With the ultimate radio experience. Tune in to Today 95.1 FM, the voice of the people. Don't just listen, immerse yourself.
That is 100% true.
All right, thank you all for staying with us. We have Mrs. Precious joining us this morning. Madam, welcome.
Thank you. Good morning, Kelly. Good morning, Port Harcourt people.
All right, she's from Premium Privacy. Tell us what you do at Premium Privacy.
Okay, so for people listening to us for the first time, Premium Privacy is an A-level school where we do A-level programs that give students direct 200-level university admission to study in any university and any course of your choice without writing JAMB, UTME. So maybe you're listening to me, you wrote JAMB, you didn't pass your JAMB, you didn't pass post-UTME, or for some reasons you missed out on the 2025-2026 admission process. Remember that these are alternative to JAMB programs and they give you a direct 200-level university admission to study in any university and any course of your choice. So what that means is if you enroll for this program, come 2026-2027 academic section, you should be in 200 level.
All right. What are some of the programs that you do?
Okay, so we do programs like IJMB, that is Interim Joint Matriculation Board, and then we also do JUPEP, Joint University Preliminary Examination Board. These programs run for one academic year, which is 9 to 10 months, and then they give you a direct 200-level university admission to study in any university and any course of your choice. Registration is closing on the 30th. It's not even 31st again. So it's 30th. So those persons that are interested in this program, maybe you're a stay-at-home mom and you want to go back to school. You said, oh, after kids, I want to go back to school. And you know that you're not ready to write JAMB UTME. You come and enroll for this program. Remember that this 9 to 10 months process, you're going to be doing intensive learning. So don't bother about some person will tell you, I can't remember anything that was last taught in secondary school and all of that. That is not a problem because we are going to brush you and bring you up to speed. So you enroll for the program and you're going straight to 200 level, studying any course in Nigeria. If you want to even study abroad, you can study abroad at any university.
So people don't mind the stress?
We don't. It's the stress. That's why we're here.
Wow.
Yeah, the stress pays the bills.
How can they reach you?
Okay, so our office at number 14 Railway Close, behind Nightel, D-Line, Garrison. Number 14 Railway Close, behind Nightel, D-Line, Garrison. You can call us on 0703 263 4708. 0703 263 4708, or you call 0706 786 6444. 0706 786 6444.
So you have registration ending?
Yeah, registration is ending on the 30th of this month, and all you need to enroll for this program, you just need your O level of 5 credits, including Maths and English. 2 sitting is allowed. You also need to have your NIN and passport photograph, and then you make sure that there are no discrepancies in your name. Yeah, and we provide hostel accommodation for people far and near. So you're listening to me, you're outside Port Harcourt, and you're interested in this program. Yesterday, a lady just brought her child from Abuja to do the program in River State here in Premium University. So I don't think distance is a barrier because we provide accommodation. Yeah.
So accommodation, registration.
Yeah.
The whole program sounds very expensive.
No. So the thing is, you know that a program like this that is giving you a direct 200 level university admission is not going to be as cheap as JAMB UTME, right?
Okay, fair enough.
So but then we allow you to pay in installments.
So the fees are
flexible.
flexible.
Affordable and flexible.
Okay. Authenticity of the program today.
Okay, so outside the fact that these programs were introduced by the federal government to help cushion the effect of university admission in Nigeria, I mean, IJMB has been there since 1979 for those persons that are aware. And then we'll have JUPEP that has been there since 2014. These programs also are endorsed by JAMB because, like you always ask, but it's still JAMB.
Exactly.
So we have 2 types of JAMB in Nigeria. We have the JAMB UTME, which is the number one where you pick the JAMB form, you write the exam, you write post-UTME, it gives you 100 level admission. And then under JAMB, we still have JAMB Direct Entry. Now, JAMB Direct Entry is where these programs we do fall under, because I'll give an instance for someone that does a diploma. If you're going into the university, you're starting from 200 level and you're buying JAMB Direct Entry. So you know that you're going to start from year 2, which is the same thing as what we do. But the difference is diploma is for 2 academic years, right? So this is for 1 academic year. So that's where IJMB and JUPEP come in, because you're going to get a JAMB Direct Entry. From notes for JAMB Direct Entry exam, you do not write any JAMB exam for it. All your exams are written while you're doing the program. And you don't also write post-UTME for JAMB Direct Entry. Yes, so you're skipping JAMB UTME and you're also skipping post-UTME. Yeah, for JAMB Direct Entry, basically what they do is screening.
Okay.
Exactly. So they are screening you with your A-level result and your O-level result. So you see why you need to make sure that you have minimum of 5 credits in your O-level, and then you need to score well also in your A-level. And then also, of course, you can take the program to any university and study any course you want to study. You can also use it abroad for those of them that want to travel.
So your contact again?
Our office at number 14 Railway Close, behind Nightel, D-Line, Garrison. Registration is closing on the 30th of January. Please enroll for this program if you are interested. By October, November, December, you should be in 200 level if you're enrolling for this program. You can call us on 0706 786 6444, 0706 786 6444, or you call 0703 263-4708 0703-263-4708.
So some people may be wondering, beyond all the promises, are there assurances that they'll get admission?
Promises. Okay, so we're not promising you, we're just opening your eyes to see that there are better alternatives. I'm not promising anybody or anything. Yeah, so we're just opening eyes. But however, outside the fact that these programs are nationally recognized, it has a proper backing. Premium University as an institution has decided to go extra for candidates who enroll for the program in Premium University, because come next year, Premium University is going to be doing 10 years. Yeah, so we've partnered with fleets of universities because throughout this period we've come to understand that there are a lot of students that are very, very picky when it comes to choice of institution and course. And the beautiful thing about this program, because it's an admission-based program, we do not convince you to change your course or change your university. So we try to make sure that you're gaining admission. So we've partnered with fleets of universities trying to make admission a lot easier for you. So if you're doing the program in Premier University, it's more like we're holding you through your A-level until you're into your 200 level doing the course and in the university of your choice.
So they have guarantees, but those guys too.
Of course. If you don't pass, how do you gain admission? There's no magic anywhere. Now you need to pass. So you need a lot of work, and then you need to know that a program like this that gives you direct 200 level is no child's play. You have a lot of hard work to do. I'm not going to tell you that is way easier than JAMB UTME, but it's easier to pass because it's not one day to determine what happens for the next 1 year of your life. I mean, you have like 9 to 10 months and determine what happens for the next 1 year of your life.
And of course, they would have you to guide them through the process.
Definitely. I mean, you have like 3 exams to write. So you have your first exam, your second exam, and then your third final exams. So all of these are determinants to your direct 200 level.
All right. Again, your physical address and phone numbers.
So our office is at number 14 Railway Close, behind Nightel, D-Line, Garrison. Number 14 Railway Close, behind Nightel, D-Line, Garrison. Registration is ending on the 30th of January. If you're listening to me, you're within or outside Port Harcourt and you're interested in this program, remember we provide hostel accommodation, so that is not going to be a barrier for a program this beautiful for you. You can call us on 0706 786 6444 0706.
Next, please stay with us.
Radio has never been this good. Today 95.
Good morning. Here's a news update on Today 95.1 FM. I am Miracle Emmanuel. Vice President Kashim Shettima has officially inaugurated the Nigeria House in Davos as the 2026 World Economic Forum. This marks the first time Nigeria has established a dedicated house at a global forum. The Nigeria House is designed to act as a strategic hub for engaging international investors and promoting key sectors of the Nigerian economy. It will serve as a platform for investment discussions, partnerships, and policy engagements, all aimed at attracting foreign direct investment into the country. The official opening was attended by members of the Nigerian delegation, along with foreign partners and stakeholders. The Nigeria House is expected to strengthen the country's visibility on the global stage and create new opportunities for collaboration with international investors. Meanwhile, the federal government has unveiled a new national housing strategy anchored on land reform, urban renewal, and public-private partnerships to address Nigeria's growing housing deficits. The Minister of Housing and Urban Development, Ahmed Dangiwa, disclosed this in Ilorin during the 14th National Council on Lands, Housing and Urban Development meeting. Speaking through the Director of Planning, Research and Statistics in the Ministry, Mukhtar Ilyasu, Dangiwa said Nigeria's housing deficit, estimated in the tens of millions, remains one of the country's most pressing socio-economic challenges. He attributed the housing crisis to rapid urbanization, population growth, rising construction costs, and weak land administration systems. Dangiwa added that the policy would guide housing delivery, land administration, and urban development planning in the coming years, noting that the land management remains the foundation for expanding access to affordable housing nationwide. The new Nigeria People's Party, NNPP, has dissociated itself from a planned protest against the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, scheduled today in Abuja and other parts of the country. In a statement from its National Secretariat, Abuja, the party said it had become aware of reports alleging that it planned to stage protest marches at INEC offices nationwide. The NNPP, however, described the planned demonstration as illegal and firmly distanced itself from those behind it. The statement, signed by the party's National Publicity Secretary Ladio Johnson, said the individuals organizing the protest were imposters and not members of the NNPP. The party also called on its members across the country to remain calm and law-abiding, urging them not to be provoked by actions it said were intended to distract the NNPP from its objectives. And on the foreign scene, U.S. President Donald Trump has asked countries to pay $1 billion for a permanent seat on his Board of Peace, aimed at resolving global conflicts. The board, which would be chaired by Trump himself, reportedly extends invitations to world leaders including Russian President Vladimir Putin, Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban, and Canada's Mark Carney. Countries would serve a 3-year term on the board, extendable if they contribute over $1 billion within the first year. Originally conceived to oversee the rebuilding of Gaza, the board's charter does not appear to limit its mandate to Palestinian territories. It envisions a main board, a Palestinian technocratic committee, and an executive advisory board to guide operations. Membership is by invitation only, with Trump holding the power to remove members subject to a 2/3 veto and to appoint his replacement as chairman. And that was the news update on Today 95.1 FM. I am Miracle Emmanuel. Thank you for listening.
Turn the dial and turn up the thrill. We are not in the same league. We are rewriting the rules. Here on Today 95.1 FM.
Wetin you dey find for Sokoto? E don dey your domoto. Unique Company Limited na the ogbonge company wey dey deal on all sizes of quarry products like chippings. For Unique, we no dey do the more you look, the less you see o, because we get standard weigh bridge wey go weigh the quantity wey you want. You confirm am, you pay, you carry your chippings, you go house, everybody's happy. Wetin you dey wait for? Waka go Unique Company Limited wey dey along Obirikwere Airport Road beside Bowen Filling Station now, or you reach them with these numbers:
0912 994 7115, 0912 994 7115, or 0813 572 3222, 0813 572 3222.
Light Up Port Harcourt Crusade. Light Up Port Harcourt Crusade. Port Harcourt City, get ready to experience an unusual move of God as Reach for Christ presents Light Up Port Harcourt Crusade featuring salvation, deliverance, healing, miracles, and lots more. Ministering Pastor E.A. Adamoye, General Overseer, the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Pastor K.K. Ndukwe, Pastor Sojioni, Reverend Minaibi, Dagogo Jack, and other anointed men of God. Ministering in songs, Shema Jesus, Mr. L.L. Revelation, Prince Emmanuel, and other anointed ministers. Date 21st January 2026. Time 3 p.m. Venue River State University Football Field besides Convocation Arena, Mpolo Milesway, Diobu, Port Harcourt, River State. Don't be left out. It's your day of visitation. Jesus is Lord forever.
Want to know what's happening? Get latest information in sports, politics, lifestyle, you name it. The frequency of choice. Today, 95.1 FM.
Today, 95.1 FM.
We serve you the latest update on everything. Today, 95.1 FM. We are the voice of the people.
The voice of the people.
Today, 95.1 FM.
Please listen to this infomercial.
All right, it's another exclusive business moment on radio where we don't just talk motivation. We talk real business, real data, and real opportunities. Today's conversation is titled Money Making Opportunities in the New Economy. And this topic is critical because the economy hasn't just changed gradually, it has changed permanently. And with me in the studio is a business strategist and digital economy expert who has spent years studying how wealth has been created globally and locally. He's a gentleman. I'm happy to have him join us this beautiful day, Michael Akinagbe. Michael, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I'm happy to be here. And this is truly an exciting time. And many people don't yet realize how big the opportunity is in 2026.
All right, so let's start. We keep hearing about the new economy. What exactly does that mean? And what was the old economy?
Well, I would say that the old economy, is the system most of us, grew up with. And in that economy, wealth creation depended heavily on physical presence, large workforce, large number of staff, and, slow growth. So in the old economy, income was tied directly to time. Okay. You had to be physically present at a place in order for you to earn. But growth was limited. So growth limitation, the number of manpower that you need, and also being location specific were limitations of the old economy. So you could work 30 years and still struggle financially. So I would say that the old economy is the economy that most of our parents, that they also actually worked in. Now, we are in 2026 and we are talking about the future. And I can tell you that the old economy is a system that is gone and the new economy is here. And in that economy, one of the major challenges why you need to throw it away because it's no longer working is because you cannot keep up with the current cost of living if you are still operating under the old economy. Salaries alone are no longer enough to absorb rising expenses, even inflation, even the current tax system,
Okay, let's look at the new economy now. How is it different from the old one you just talked about?
Well, I would say that the new economy is driven majorly by technology. It's driven by AI. It's driven by digital platforms. It's driven also by what I call speed, meaning that with the new economy and with this new system, you can determine how much you earn and the speed of earning it. So today, small teams or even individuals can build highly scalable businesses using digital system. So let's look at Nigeria's fintech space, for example. Companies like MoneyPoint, even like OPay, they process billions of transactions monthly. And these businesses didn't rely on massive factories. They relied majorly on technology and on digital systems. So in the old economy, someone works in a factory in Apapa, for example, and you're working on a fixed salary. And in this new economy, a young Nigerian in Akure, in Lagos, or even in Aba will not need to work in Apapa and earn more than you because the location will not limit how much they can earn. In as much as they have, like a digital system or a laptop that you can use to connect, you can serve global market even from your location. So we are seeing disciplined Nigerians earn from side income to multiply the 6-figure monthly income by plugging into digital platforms, not by guessing, but by using what we call structured digital system.
So I know that some Nigerians are finding this very exciting, but they're asking the question, I'm not a tech expert. Does this apply to the average Nigerian? I mean, this new economy?
Absolutely. Everybody can actually be part of this new economy. And that is where many people normally misunderstand this opportunity. The new economy has created what we call shortcuts. It means that you don't need to go the old way for you to arrive at a tangible result. So what matters now is positioning, not technical brilliance. So through what we call, digital business and digital trade replication, people can plug into proven systems. They can learn structured processes and they can grow gradually. Of course, like any real business that we have, digital finance or digital trading involves education, it involves discipline, it involves risk management, which is why structure and guidance matter as of now.
Okay, so basically, what should Nigerians be looking at in 2026 when it comes to positioning to key into the new economy?
Well, Nigerians should be looking into how they will key into the new economy, just like you said. Because one of the most powerful areas right now, I can tell you, is digital finance, and also it's linked also to what we call digital trading.
Okay.
Why? Because these markets are highly liquid. These markets are connected globally, and this market also, they are scalable, meaning that with minimal effort, you can get some tangible result from it. And the reason why digital finance or digital trading is important is because it connects you directly to the financial markets all over the world, where trillions of dollars are moving daily. Now, unlike the old economy, where you wait 30 days for a paycheck, digital finance helps you to operate in real time, meaning that you can determine how much you will earn, and also you determine the speed of earning it. And the key advantage today is that people don't have to trade blindly anymore. There are structured models, or what we call expert-led system, and technology to guide them to reduce guesswork and to increase consistency in terms of results.
All right. Remember, we're talking about the new economy and how Nigerians can take advantage, position themselves to be a part of this economy. So, Michael, this is really about positioning for the future.
Yes, it's about positioning, for a brighter future. So, and that is why we are hosting the 2026 Takeoff Mega Expo. Now, this is a practical event. It's going to be a live event where we can go hands-on to show everybody that will be attending how these new income systems, how they work. And at this event, we are going to expose Nigerians to real money-making systems in the new economy, especially structured trading and fintech models. So at the expo also, participants should expect to, have a better understanding of how AI and digital tools are reshaping wealth, and how you can discover different systems that do the heavy lifting for you while you sit down to enjoy the results.
All right, this sounds very powerful already.
Yes.
Who is this event for?
Well, this event is for everybody. But when I say everybody, I mean if you are someone that you are hungry for an opportunity that will take you higher in 2026. So whether you are a graduate or you are a salary earner or business owners or investors or stay-at-home parents, including those who work from home, anyone who feels stuck in the old system and wants clarity can actually make use of this opportunity and go in the direction of the flow of money, which is what we are talking about in the new income. And people that we attend also, they will have access to something special, because for this new year, we are going to be giving some of the participants what we call takeoff capital. Now, they will receive this takeoff capital grant ranging from 150,000 naira up to 1 million naira in order for them to jumpstart even the business immediately.
Okay, so this must be a very serious event that will empower Nigerians. I believe people are waiting to get the dates, where and how they can register to be a part of the event, and how much does it cost?
So for how much does it cost? This event is absolutely free. So we are having the 2026 Takeoff Mega Expo right here in the city of Port Harcourt. This expo will be taking place on Thursday, January 22, 2026. That is this week's Thursday, January 22, 2026. And the time will be by 11 a.m. prompt. 11 a.m. prompt. And the venue will be at Kasoni Hotel. Kasoni Hotel is located on number 6 Presbyterian Close off Stadium Road, opposite RCCG, Rumamasi. Kasoni Hotel is located on number 6 Presbyterian Close, off Stadium Road, opposite RCCG, Rumamasi, right here in Port Harcourt. The registration is simple. For you to register, I need you to pick up your phone right now. Remember, registration is mandatory because our seats are limited and attendance is free. So to register, pick up your phone right now and you'll be sending the word PH. PH stands for Port Harcourt. Send the word PH to this phone number 0916 466 0000. I'm going to call the phone number again 0916 466 0000. That's the word PH. Send the word PH to this phone number 0916 466 0000. Remember, the old economy is fading. Don't let your finances fade with it. Position yourself for the new economy, and I can tell you it's going to be a great year.
All right, you've heard that directly from the horse's mouth. The old economy is gone. The new economy is here, and only those who position themselves properly can make meaning out of it. Thank you very much, Michael, for coming on the program today.
Thank you very much for having me.
All right, see you at the event. Bye for now.
And that was a paid infomercial.
Today 95.1 FM, where news meets insight, sports meets passion, and entertainment meets excellence. Expert analysis from seasoned professionals and our top analysts, informing, educating, and entertaining you. Your voice, your station. We are the voice of the people.
Wetin dey happen late? They say wahala dey finish. Na this one wahala be like bicycle. The thing just dey quick.
Wetin dey happen? Wetin dey happen? Wetin dey happen? Na for today 95.1 FM, 5 p.m. Monday to Friday, Bom Kwem. Na here you go hear wetin dey happen for Naija and obodo the world. Na that time where we dey bring you ogbonge tori dem wey go shock you. You go wonder say na person do like this. Na so we dey bring am come give you as e dey hot.
Now where we dey find way to sweep this country, don't run. You go stay abroad, they japa. You say this one, no worry. When time I reach, I'll say I want to take. Make I see where they go.
Homeland is homeland.
Me, I go open gate for them. I me go be gate man at that time for airport.
Wetin dey happen? Make you no miss Mazi Ike God, Ike Nwachukwu, and MC Kuro for wetin dey happen. You go enjoy yourself. No forget to say, woman dey chop our recharge card, woto. I don dey tell una say, this place na education center. As you sit down here with us from Monday to Friday, you go enjoy wetin dey happen. Wetin dey happen? Make you no miss am at all.
Thank you all for staying with us. Let's continue our conversation. Dr. Obidima joins us this time. He's a lecturer in international diplomacy, Rivers State University. He's a veteran journalist as well. And I think I've tried, right? Dr. Walter?
Yes.
Good morning.
International affairs analyst.
Oh, international affairs analyst. That's the one I missed. Okay, I tried. So let me allow Dr. Obidima react to the two conversations we had earlier.
Thank you for the privilege.
Should I go over them or you follow the conversation?
No, I didn't follow. I only just overheard Jamila speaking while I was on the road.
Okay, so two things. APC, in reacting to the impeachment threats against Governor Fubara.
APC National?
Yes, APC National.
Okay.
They say their position will be revealed at the right time.
Okay.
I'm wondering, when is the right time? If they're not speaking now to show that they have confidence in Governor Fubara and they support him, when are they going to speak?
Well, if they say at the right time, that actually will not mean that there's nothing going on, but they don't want to speak. They don't want to say anything. It's all about using a strategy in trying to maybe resolve the issues or intervene. But the point is that as a party, I think the National Working Committee of the party should also work in consultation with relevant personalities within the party, especially the president. The Senate president and the House of Rep speaker, to see that this thing is not just if they realize it. If, honestly speaking, because of the kind of Nigerian politics, they don't tell the people as if they are anything when it comes to voting. If not, what this thing is doing to the image of their party now, of course, will make voters to look the other way. It's like the thing affected PDP. It affected PDP at a point. PDP, in the eyes of many people, the perception is that PDP was a weak party. And when Fubara defected to APC, and maybe people were thinking that this problem will be over in River State, and it started again, which PDP mocked APC, and it is just centered around one person, and that is gradually also, not River State only, destroying the image of APC, even that of Bola Tinubu, all over the country because of River State. It is like it's Wike bigger than APC, as it happened in PDP. Is he bigger than the president of the country? That the president of the country cannot call him to order for peace to reign in River State. River State is not just an ordinary state within the federation, but the politics that is affecting River State, the thing that is affecting Southeast, is also having their impact on the national governance and the economy. Seriously, if we are to be a serious nation, like what happened to, in fact, the eyes are no more on PDP. The crisis there appear to have shifted the eyes of all now to APC. And people were asking, what is APC leadership doing now that all of them has gone to APC? But I will not say that they are not engaging and giving assurances to one party or the other. They say at the right time. At that right time, which means we may not see this impeachment really coming to the kind of conclusion people may be thinking, and they maybe at the right time they will talk. Wike is not in APC yet. That is the issue. Are they waiting for him to come into APC before they say anything? So all these are conjunctions.
So in between, you do have some concerns, the position that the party, even in not making a categorical statement, these positions is still a bit concerning for you.
Yeah. For them not making categorical statement, and that is why I say that I think Jamal was making that position that politics before, how it used to be, it's no more like that now. The party is stronger than any human being before.
Okay.
And there is party discipline. If it were to be before, honestly speaking, the party would have ensured that there is order.
Okay.
It happened in PDP. It's happening in APC now.
So speaking of the said order, right? Maybe behind the scenes, the party already has taken a position. If the party is allowing the flag off of their e-registration process in River State, and it's not Governor Fubara that is championing that flag off, but Tony Okocha.
No, you see, I think even the states, I think they have their coordinators. They have their coordinators.
Yes, but the person that flags off is usually that ceremonial is important.
State chairman.
Yes.
Are the coordinators of that program.
Yes.
If this tall man, senior chairman of APC in Bayelsa, decides to invite Doidiri to do.
Decides to invite Doidiri.
He was not compared to.
Oh.
It was not a directive from the national.
Oh, I think
you are just made reference to two states.
No, I meant three.
Kelly, we have 36 states.
I can mention more.
APC governors
but I can mention more.
Who did it in Lagos?
If you want me to mention more.
Who did it in Lagos?
No, of course, you wouldn't expect Tinubu to go and do it in Lagos.
No, was it the governor?
You wouldn't expect Tinubu to go and do it in Lagos.
It should be Tinubu now.
But I know that they are coordinators.
Okay.
But those coordinators, the kind of politics you also play.
Oh, the politics is important.
The governor, should come and flag off.
Oh.
And I don't think Tony Okocha, what Tony Okocha did before, they force it on his throat to go and register SIM.
And give him 001.
Yes, now they came from Abuja and they supervised it. So this one does really not matter. But the only thing I would say, or if you begin to look at it at that angle, one will begin to also question, why is it that when Tinubu returned, that Nyesom Wike was not on the list of those who received him?
But it's not the first time the FCT minister was at the airport to receive the president.
No,
it's not the first time.
Whether it's the first time, but or not. So,
there are many occasions. There are many occasions
that can also
people can make their implications, but
this man has stayed out of the country for a long while.
Only 20 days.
And he just came back.
Only 20 days.
Kelly, it's many days.
Only 20 days.
For a president.
The president has always. There are more than 5 occasions that the president has either left the country or returned, and Wike was not at the gates to wave him daddy bye-bye or daddy welcome.
No, leave.
But that's a fact.
Don't go into what happened. We are all discussing things that happened the time Fubara now.
After that night, that he nearly entered Tinubu's body because of the perceived things that happened that night.
What night?
It was this night Wike went to receive Mr. President. And the first period he was made the Minister of Heavens. He went to receive.
Go on. You're talking about where are you going to? Okay. I said the second one. I think we're finished.
That's the thing with the people that have, a lot of animosity with Wike, but more sympathy for Fubara. When they speak like this, Wike was absent at the airport to wave the president bye-bye. His big story. They exaggerate.
It's not a big story to say that Fubara did not flag off the e-registration.
No, it's not. My question is not a signal. Is it not a signal as to the governor's strength in the state? If they are flagging off their e-registration, like his counterparts in other states, they are the ones literally flagging it off. But it is in his own state, it is the party chairman who has done it. So I'm asking, isn't it a signal as to the posturing of the APC regarding Governor Fubara and his influence?
We also not know whether there's another strategy that they've asked Fubara to adopt, which he did by getting the names of those, registering word by word. Maybe to know those who are behind him in River State also. And, and he will do that in analog way.
Wow. Yeah, Kelly, one of our listeners sent me a message that he asked me to show Mr. Ndukwe, and I have showed him. But what we are discussing now touches part of what he sent in that message. That he said, in as much as Fubara is fraternizing with the Emeka Beke faction, he is not a member of APC again. That's how he puts it.
And that's his opinion.
Yeah. That fraternization is where the matter now lies. So is it because of the fraternization or what he sees as that, or alleged fraternization that made him not to have been invited to, so all of this.
But the person making that claim will do a little more to establish it, because just because the Emeka Beke faction would always release a statement in support of Governor Fubara doesn't necessarily mean that Governor Fubara is fraternizing with them.
Remember, this person now could be that he's in the other camp of.
Exactly.
You
now,
understand?
this is what I say now.
So that's what they are discussing in their camp.
We don't even to take that serious.
Hey. Do you know how politics is dirty here? Just like Livy was saying, politics is so dirty in Nigeria and River State today, to the extent that, look, something happened within the Christmas period. I just attended somebody's event. My picture and video was everywhere. Why did you attend that event? That the person with me, we are not talking. I say, someone just took me that we should just throw, and we
So you belong to a political class,
no,
a political group.
It's not politics.
No, it's
but
not.
Just because someone is maybe not in tune with the other person.
UN is watching him.
So these things are so dirty. So little thing they read meaning into it.
So for some people that get excited, one day I was in the living room and my mom was playing one of those his clips, and while she was playing, she was talking, and I just listened. When I just carry myself into my room and go and lay down. Rufai Oseni, a colleague on Arise, that a lot of people will listen to and they will get excited, they will shout. I rarely do this, but this is interesting because reading this takes my mind to that thing I listened to him. When she was done listening, I said, and she used that and asked me what's going on. And by the time I was finished talking, when I finished talking, and I entered the room, I went to stay. Well, Rufai put out a series of posts. I don't know what he's doing, but let me read parts of it. As we speak today, with this Fubara impeachment, it has shown that the governors defecting to the APC will not be protected. Secondly, they might not get automatic re-election. They better start working extra hard. All these governors that think APC is a comfort zone might be delusional. It didn't stop there. If they call President Tinubu the master strategist, because in that clip which my mom was listening to, he referred to Tinubu as a master strategist.
Who referred?
Rufai. He referred to Tinubu as a master.
He has been referring him for a while.
But in this particular case, with Fubara's defection to the APC, he said Tinubu had displayed his prowess in politics because now he'll be able to outsmart Wike, and then Fubara would have the advantage. That was his clear position. Now he puts it this way. If they call President Tinubu the master strategist, I must say Wike is currently outplaying the master strategist. Will the president be able to protect APC governors? If an impeachment notice has gone this far, instigated by lawmakers loyal to a 7th minister in President Tinubu's cabinet, then Wike has outplayed President Tinubu for now.
Yes.
Will the Jagaban strike back?
This exactly, when I was making my statement, I said, even now, what is happening, that is Wike going to be seen as somebody who is more powerful than the president, that the president cannot tame him?
Is it a case of, you think it's a case of more powerful than the president, or the president is carefully looking through the lines and deciding where should I lean in the interest of what is important to me more?
Yeah, why this appear to have first started in River State? I've consistently maintained that is Tinubu. Tinubu is playing a Ponzi game in River State. And for Wike to mobilize for him, Fubara to mobilize for him. You know, it's just like what Buhari did in Imo State. I think so.
Vote Okorocha.
Exactly.
His son for governor.
You know,
anybody vote.
The son-in-law.
Anybody vote anybody for governor.
Exactly.
President votes me.
Exactly. So I think that is what. But can our people be so gullible? Our Rivers people be so gullible not to understand this politics and ensure that APC is punished in the next election, where Tinubu will not benefit anything.
Your bestie may not like this thing you just said.
No, excuse me, please. I'm talking about the interests of Rivers people.
I'm also saying that your bestie may not like this thing you just said.
Sim.
Your bestie.
Which is my bestie?
I thought you say you're Gen Z.
I think
there's Gen Z language. Your bestie has joined APC now.
Say this summer. Oh, well, for this meeting. Is it God? He always
so you now
understand
what bestie is.
Tinubu is a man.
He's in APC.
Yeah, he's a man.
So if you want his party to lose the Rivers State, won't your bestie be affected? That's what I mean.
To be affected.
He's in APC.
I will talk now that anybody following Tinubu.
You console him.
No. Anybody following Tinubu, I can't know the reason why he should follow Tinubu and promote the Muslim ticket.
No, but clearly your bestie is supporting Tinubu because of his support for Governor Fubara. He said it here.
Yeah, he
because
has his opinion.
I'm just saying.
I don't know. Whether it affects him or not.
It doesn't matter whether it affects him or not.
Whether it affects him or not.
Oh, that's sad.
I have my own personal interest that I also pursue.
You're not a loyal bestie. But let me go to Jamala.
Yes.
What Rufai said.
What Rufai said?
Yes.
That Wiki has played. I don't think so.
You think it's still too early, right?
See, there are insinuations that Wike and his group, they are doing these things. I think you have also heard that kind of view. Look for a way to settle and have some understanding again. Very soon nomination forms will be going on. Some are in PDP. PDP, they are the several House of Assembly members are in PDP are not settled of whether they will have tickets, how strong their ticket will be. In one of the papers you read today, INEC dropped that of the candidate of PDP and the SDP. Why? Internal issues, unresolved internal issues. That will linger till after 2027.
No, they may resolve it before the election.
Kelly, I am not sure, but there is this flyer going on that INEC has released a time table for.
Yeah, I saw that yesterday, but
yes,
INEC didn't say anything.
They have not seen. That's why I said there is an unconfirmed
February for the
February
presidential
26.
I didn't see anything on INEC channel.
Fine. So the one flew before. This one is coming again. And now, but we all know that this year is a political year. Year of several activities, internal parties activities, moving down to states, national party activities. So if you look at that way, then there is still a very big window for Mr. Once Mr. President strikes, it moves like the sound of light, the speed of light.
Away.
Yes. Once Mr. President speaks, and the national chairman gives a directive, it's not PDP. We're talking about APC. For now, there is no division.
But you know that something may trigger that. Something may trigger it. The president at this point will be looking at the numbers. Will be looking at who may be able to give him the greater influence.
Right? Kelly, the influence Mr. Wike wielded in 2023 was because of his position as a governor.
Okay.
It's all because of his position as a governor. We have a different governor. And if you give that governor the state support, what happened last time? The state security apparatus was handed over to one person.
But you can also
Kelly, if the federal government gives you that support, you will do more than what Wike did in 2023.
No, speak for yourself. Don't put me inside this matter. Don't drag me into it.
I'm saying anybody.
Isn't it possible that the president is seeing capacity of this person?
What is
capacity? And is being careful. Whichever way,
what is capacity?
Whichever way you choose to look at capacity.
Yes, I know in politics the end justify the means.
The president even said it. The president even said it.
See, politics, the end justify the means.
Yes.
Kelly, if the federal government should equip you today, do you know I said they should equip you? If the federal government equips you today, you will deliver the whole of South.
That is it.
It is all about the capacity is having the national backing,
security,
having the apparatus of state, the resources, everything to command. You are the one when Wike had a problem with Awara. Was it not the national what's his name, INEC chairman that called the stuff to a halt? It is the link to have that connection that makes you gives you the capacity. It's not a super. Kelly.
That our pool with
Kelly.
I want just 2 days.
If when you get into power,
it's capacity. Place me in that capacity and see if I will not deliver you and deliver your unit.
And you were in such a position that Wike was at that time. You will do more. Look, let me tell you one thing in politics. Those who take hard drugs and smoke all of this, and they say that when they take it, that anybody that they are seeing they are just like children, right?
Yes.
When you are in power, you have power, and you have the money. There is nobody. When you look around, there is nobody. You use your money and the state power, which is the security, to do and undo. That is why they said if you want to know the character of a man, just give him power or money. The man will come out. The man in him will come out.
So they are giving definition of power. Mr. Andiko, do you think that Wike is out strategizing Tinubu right now?
No. Kelly, you see, in the National Assembly, when the argument is rising, it may reach a crescendo. Yet, the Senate President still holds the gavel. Anytime he strikes the gavel, bam, that's the one they take. So, Wike may be appearing to have drowned the president. But any word at any point in time from the president is where the whole thing will end. And I am not thinking twice in believing that the president and the APC establishment will not allow shame to befall them.
Oh, you call it shame?
Yes, shame indeed. See, Kelly, like I told you, it will amount to a man caught using machete on his buttocks that he can't sit down. He will always be lying down or shooting himself on the foot. That if they leave Fobara, because he's a governor now, is Wike running a third term? No, now. What is this? So for me, I think APC, for them to sail through in 2027, as far as Rivers State is concerned, they will want to have the governor. And then just what Jamala was saying, if a governor is bad, is it only Wike that can do whatever they did to help Tinubu in 2023? It's not now. No man is indispensable. Oh. No, so if any man is thinking that, no, I'm the most important, no, the person is there dreaming. If once you come up, your time passes, you go, another person supplants you. That is how it is.
Kelly,
all right.
I just want to add that to an extent, I don't see Wike overshadowing Mr. President or doing beyond what he's supposed to do. Look, let me tell you one thing. At the onset of this crisis in 2023, we said it on this station that if the person sitting in government house today were to be Wike, and the person troubling Wike is him, Wike would not have been entering the state again. I know that one quite well. He wouldn't have been entering. So,
Sim would not have been able to enter the state.
Okay, would not have been able to enter
because Wike is the governor.
Yeah, when Wike is the governor. Would have happened like that. But now, look, all that Tinubu is currently doing in Rivers State is what I can describe as political diversification. So now, Tinubu is diversifying his political structures, strategies, and alignments in Rivers. He doesn't want to be in a hurry. Look, when you have power, you are in a position to make a comment and becomes the final. You don't rush. You just allow people to do things. You just watch.
Okay. The thing is that we should also know that the Governors Forum, they have a role to play in this.
That forum has been very weak of recent.
No, APC.
Not APC.
No, not APC.
APC Governors Forum
led by
Hope. When it comes to Bala Mohammed, yes.
And he is the national coordinator of the Renewed Hope. whatever, hope was
and himself is strong as a president.
Yes, and when they come to Tinubu, you see, in politics, it don't bring all your strategies at the center. There may be other things happening.
Yeah, a lot.
Under, you will not know. Even within the presidency, there could be a kind of a group of people who are not happy with what is going on in River State, and all those things will influence Tinubu's final decision at the right time.
At the right time. So let's move on. We've spent some time on this.
Have you heard now?
You have heard what?
You have heard what?
It's politics we are discussing.
Yes, it's politics. But let's move on. Let's look at the use of power.
Yeah.
The ordeal of Malami.
Okay.
You know, when Tinubu came on board, it was Bawa, who was head of EFCC, that they just picked, SSS just picked him and locked him away. And then Emefiele, we talked. One day they brought Emefiele out and took him to court. Emefiele is still in court as we speak. The guy don't shrink. They don't stress in life. Malami just met his bail conditions, came out of Kuje. SSS were waiting to pick him up. That EFCC found guns at his home. So that's why they arrested him. Can't we be a bit more discretionary in the way we use power in Nigeria? Mr. Ndukwe?
Well, the angle I don't understand is we.
Nigeria, we're Nigerians.
Well, can they?
Oh, you prefer
I choose to use they, please, because can they be more discretionary? And what I mean by they, the circles of people like Malami, yes, both currently and those who have been in that circle before, because it's not every Nigerian that has been in that circle. So those of them that have been there, they should be more discretionary. But I tell you one thing about power. Those who have unbridled and displayed unbridled version of power, they seem to be intoxicated. They don't even see anybody at all. It ends, in fact, meism is the catchword. No other person is themselves. So that is what Malami, when Malami was indeed holding sway as the Attorney General, you know, that position is mountainous, I tell you. Now, he was here and there, anything. You remember when, I can't remember what happened about IPOB and all that. He quoted owning, like people in Ikoku. There's something, there's...
Spare part dealers.
Spare part dealers with something, I can't remember exactly. He quoted... myself, I was looking, I said, what kind of person? They said he's an SAN. It's all right now. He's an SAN, he has spoken. Now, you see, sometimes, Kelly, when a man is living in this world and things change, make sure that your record has been well. If your record has been well and you kept it well for you, you won't all that suffer something like spasm throughout. If not, that's when you know that this world is not only one. What do I mean? That so this world is like this, but at that time you were reveling in all the luxuries. You will not know that there are bitter side of this world. Malami, whatever he's seeing, let him see it more. I'm telling you, let him go ahead. In fact, when they take him on this one, they may grant him another bail with whatever they will say. Who knows whether he's good, they will see in his house and they will rearrest him. That is the way it goes. When you have thought maybe, when Malami, was it when he left office or what, we heard he bought cars and upon cars for his governorship project. How much are they paying them a month? That they had money to do that. And do you listen to the charges they gave them with his two sons? And those children are not adults, full adults. But look at how much, what they are charging. Particularly the one that pained me, I am not saying it's true, is that the Abacha loot angle.
Recruited.
Does it mean that when they struggle, and he will bring his maybe professional prowess, if he has any, into the fray, and they will bring the whole thing from America back, and they will reloot it, maybe in Asorok or wherever? It's unfortunate. So let him continue enjoying the bitter pills he gave to people. If it was sweet, fine. It's sweet now to him. If it were bitter for them, it will also be bitter for him. No man is indispensable.
Jamala.
You see, when I said let's have a renewed mind so we can create a better state, that when the opportunity comes, with our mindsets, we can create a state. Malami had the privilege of being the chief law officer of Nigeria for two good terms. If you put the 2 good terms together, it's about 7 years.
7 years.
But there was no policy change. Malami had the opportunity of reforming the judiciary. That you will not be scared if policeman invites you today. You will not be scared to go because you are going to talk to people who will understand that this is what works. And when they are not sure of what you are telling them, they will not be aggressive towards you. Because if you go to a police station and you say some certain things, the first persons you are meeting at the front desk, most of them are not informed. So it is what they know and they have seen others do within that their level.
That's a tradition.
Yes, that they want to enforce. And you say you want to tell them, no, we have moved past this to the place. This is what ordinarily you should be doing. You will teach that policeman his job behind the counter. These are the privileges that Malami had to change. He did not. In fact, he used the same office in pursuing political vendetta. This is the same thing that is happening to him now. Whether the first one has to do with corrupt, illegally acquired wealth, to the tune of how many houses, mansions, duplexes, or whatever the name be, 57. Now, they said when his house was ransacked, they found some unlicensed guns, which is a crime. Is it true that that gun was found in his house, or was it planted by those who visited him? When a government, in fact, when an individual is set to deal with another individual, it is only mercy you will ask for God, especially when the person dealing with you is far above you, and he's using the instrument of states.
You mean the president now?
The president, yes. They are using the instrument of state. What is the political weight of Malami in his own state? So is it possible that if we bring him down, it becomes easier for us to penetrate? Or are we trying to see how we can make him come to terms with us, to seek for amicable settlement, and we settle with him on our terms? That's like what Kano former governor is doing. He wants to defect on his own terms. He knows
Kwankwaso.
Yes, he wants to defect on his own terms, not on the terms that you are bringing, because he knows his words.
That's very correct.
Yes, but here we are defecting. It could be on their own terms.
Because we need to survive.
We need to survive. So the first advice, if you have the privilege of serving, like those who are presently there now, serving, I see a Rivers lawmaker in the House of Rep flying private jet. No problem. A time will come that place will no longer be available for you. You may not be alive, but the generation of your blood will be alive at that time. And will you be somewhere in between, whether purgatory or heaven or hell, and see your blood being treated the way you're treating others now? When you have the opportunity to serve well. Leave a legacy. For Malami, they will take him to court. It is not a death sentence offense. So it's easier to grant bail. And even the courts, looking at the person who the first one was granted bail with some stringent conditions. And I wonder, who is that judge? There are some persons that can't alone. Your person, the office you hold, once you appear in the place, your self-recognizance alone should be enough for you to live. But because we have bad record with these persons, you use your office in treating judges the way you want, as though they were second class. You know the problem we have with NBA when Olumide Akpata was our president. Now he was trying to fight the young gentleman who made sure that the bar be reformed. And it's not only the bar, both the bar and the bench. Because whatever you do at the bar, if the bench is not reformed, you're wasting your time. You can study all the law, put all the law you know to a judge who is corrupt. You are doing it on your own. Let's try to treat people with the privilege that we have found ourselves. The world, they say, what goes around comes around. Tomorrow, you may be. Now it's Emefiele. Emefiele has even given up. He's given up applying for bail or appealing bail, whatever. Now.
No, he's on bail now. He's free now. That's from his own.
Thank God for him. But if you look at that man, God has given him 150 years.
It has reduced.
Tinubu has reduced it to 30 years. Same with Ponted. Same with Malami. And then tomorrow, another president.
What of Dasuki?
Dasuki, Buhari dealt with him, but he's quiet. Nobody's hearing about him again. Tomorrow, another president will come. One or two persons who are in power now will be called to question.
The AGF now that some of us in this studio celebrated when it was announced.
I celebrated. I almost went for Thanksgiving.
That same AGF can be picked by another administration if things changes.
Yeah, there are things that are comments. Like the other day I said, there are comments that sadly as I've heard that man made, that especially the issue of River State. That for me, I said he was not speaking as an AGF, he was speaking as a political person.
Exactly.
But you cannot differentiate, you cannot separate his office and his, because it is the intellect in him that makes that office. So if you by any means trade your intellect, then you are also undermining the office you're holding. But
we have to go for the news.
For everything that we do, there is always a tomorrow.
The news of
Malawi faces tomorrow.
Can you imagine? We're back in a moment. Please stay with us.
Are you ready? Today, 95.1 FM. The voice of the people. Whether it's happening in Port Harcourt, South, Nigeria, or around the world, we've got you covered. On air, online, delivering balanced news and unbiased analysis. Today, 95.1 FM.
Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. News update.
Good morning. Here's the news update on Today 95.1 FM. I am Miracle Emmanuel. Governor Abba Yusuf of Kano State has sought the support of President Bola Tinubu in tackling the formidable security challenges in some local government areas of the state. The request was made during a meeting at the Presidential Villa, Abuja, where Yusuf presented key priorities of his administration, focusing on security, infrastructure, and a stronger partnership with the federal government. According to a statement by his spokesperson, Sanusi Baturi, the meeting held in closed session was used to brief the president on pressing challenges and opportunities in Kano, particularly the worsening insecurity in some local government areas. Yusuf informed Tinubu about the recent tragic killing of a housewife and her children, stressing the need for decisive federal support to strengthen security operations and protect innocent citizens. He highlighted the role of the Kano State Neighborhood Watch Corps in complementing the work of security agencies and called for deeper collaboration with the federal security institutions. The Force Commander Multinational Joint Task Force (MNJTF) Major General Audu has assured the Borno State government that the end of Boko Haram and other non-state armed groups operating in Lake Chad region is in sight. Audu gave the assurance during a courtesy visit to Governor Babagana Zulum of Borno in Maiduguri as part of his familiarization tour following his assumption of office in November 2025. According to a statement by Lieutenant Colonel Ikedichi Oweha, Acting Chief Military Public Information Officer of MNJTF, Audu said the visit was to engage the governor as a key stakeholder in the Lake Chad Basin Commission Governors Forum and to appreciate the state government's consistent support to MNJTF operations. He said the MNJTF had developed a comprehensive strategy aimed at addressing the challenges posed by Boko Haram and other non-state actors by taking the fight directly to their enclaves. The MNJTF commander assured the state government that the force would operate in line with its grand strategic direction to achieve its mandate of restoring peace and security in the Lake Chad region. Former OPEC President Dezani Alison Madueke has appeared in a London court ahead of her full trial on bribery charges relating to her time as Nigeria's oil minister. Preliminary proceedings, including technical matters and jury selection, began this week with Alison Madueke in attendance. Alison Madueke, who was in office from 2010 to 2015, was the first woman oil minister in Nigeria and the first female president of the global oil cartel, OPEC. The 65-year-old has been on bail since she was first arrested in London in October 2015. She has denied 6 charges against her. She was formally charged in 2023 by the UK's National Crime Agency with offences of accepting bribes between 2011 to 2015. According to the indictment, Alison Madueke benefited from at least £100,000 in cash, chauffeur-driven cars, flights on private jets, and the use of multiple London properties. The charges also detailed financial rewards including furniture, renovation work and staff for the properties, payment of private school fees, and gifts from top designer shops such as Louis Vuitton. The trial is scheduled to begin on Monday, January 26, and is expected to last 10 to 12 weeks. And on the foreign scene, tensions between the Syrian government and the Kurdish-led Syrian Democratic Forces, SDF, have been escalating days after they announced a ceasefire, which is being severely tested by renewed fighting involving the withdrawal of the latter's forces from areas west of the Euphrates River. Talks in Damascus between Syria's President Ahmad al-Shahara and SDF leader Mazlum Abdi, also known as Mazlum Kobani, have faltered, with the latter returning to the northeast. Contention and a blame game have surrounded the issues of ISIL, also known as ISIS prisoners who escaped from al-Shaddadi prison during the fighting between the army and the SDF. Syria's Ministry of Interior accused the SDF of releasing ISIL fighters from prison in the northeastern city of al-Shaddadi as a form of political and security blackmail. The army said it deliberately bypassed al-Shaddadi prison in line with an agreement that the SDF would later hand control of the facility to authorities in Damascus. The SDF has blamed the Syrian army for the prison break, saying it lost control of the jail after an attack by tribal fighters affiliated with the army. And that's the news update on Today 95.1 FM. I am Miracle Emmanuel. Thank you for listening.
Unleash the power of the airwaves with the ultimate radio experience. Tune in to Today 95.1 FM, the voice of the people. Don't just listen, immerse yourself.
That is 100% true.
Light Up Port Harcourt Crusade. Light Up Port Harcourt Crusade. Port Harcourt City, get ready to experience an unusual move of God as Rich for Christ presents Light Up Port Harcourt Crusade, featuring salvation, deliverance, healing, miracles, and lots more. Ministering Pastor E.A. Adeboye, General Overseer, the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Pastor K.K. Ndukwe, Pastor Sojioni, Reverend Minaibi, Dagogo Jack, and other anointed men of God. Ministering in songs, Shema Jesus, Mr. L.L. Revelation, Praise Emmanuel, and other anointed ministers. Date 21st January 2026. Time 3 p.m. Venue River State University Football Field besides Convocation Arena, Mpolo Milesway, Diobu, Port Harcourt, River State. Don't be left out. It's your day of visitation. Jesus is Lord forever.
Port Harcourt, are you ready? Today, 95.1 FM, the voice of the people.
Get ready to turn up the volume and dive into the heartbeat of entertainment. From the hottest celebrity gist to trending music, movie buzz, viral moments, and behind-the-scenes drama. This is where the fun never stops. Tuning to Entertainment Today, only on Today 95.1 FM, Voice of the People, your station for pure entertainment. Weekdays, 11:30 a.m. Entertainment Today, where your favorite stars and stories come alive.
All right, thank you all for staying with us. Let's continue our conversation. In a moment or two, we turn the conversation over to you. Let me go to Dr. Obidima on Malami's ordeal.
Well, power is transcendent, and that is what every holder of it should know. And I also said that power has it's a two-edged sword. You can use it to influence somebody, a group, or a community, even a nation. But that same power can also be self-destructive. It can turn out to hit it down, if not properly used, or when you overuse it. It has happened. What do I mean? All this thing happened is both nations within power, both kings within power, also individuals within power. And I say power is also deaf and blind. When you have that power, it will be difficult for you to hear and receive wise counsel. It will be difficult for you to see that you're also dealing with human beings like yourself. So, Malami is going through the very first day he mentioned it. I say he should go through it.
I remember.
That all of them, one way or the other, will go through this thing with time. But unfortunately, in Nigeria, the people who don't go through the process are ex-presidents. That is one problem. Unlike other nations, that the president will, even South Africa, an ex-president will be asked to, even some of them sitting as president, issue of corruption, one infraction or the other, they begin to hear the person at the court and all those stuff. But yeah, they appear to be so this is untouchable that in office they are still untouchable. Nobody puts them past activities in the office. And that is where we should try to see if any coming president in future will try to go back and call to question the successor or those who have been there to come and account for so thing while he was in office. And I think we're moving towards a kind of civilization. For those who are as governors, as deputies, as whatever minister, senate president, and all those stuff, yes, most of them, because of the kind of politics we say we play, they've adopted this strategy of immediately there's an election, result is announced, you begin to hear defection. Moving to the party that is in power presently to cover all their malfeasance. Many of them who did worse than Malami are in APC. Who did worse than Emefiele are in APC. From the president to the least person. Well, if you escape the questioning of man, if you escape being accountable to man, one day, if you don't repent and make a restitution and return back your loot and say sorry for all that you did, you have to face a judge one day. You are going to face when you will be. You begin to wonder, had I known? And it is too late. And when people don't know some of these things about life, they get worried. They say, child, this person is making it, I'm not making it. Be quiet. You are even safer. And even more, I don't know what they're going through. That you looted and looted. Do not make a generation to be rich. No, it doesn't translate to that. So, if another administration comes that is not Tinubu, let that president, if it's genuine and sincere, come out for cleansing. All of them, in every state, both local government chairman should come and account for their deeds. They should be exposed. Even past president, we now know that we are having a rebate. There's a kind of renaissance in the nation. But for now, they will be doing their selective punishment, persecution, and all the rest. Even when these people leave office, the people who are coming will also select those that they will deal with. Who knows? They will ask Tinubu to come and account, and they put him in cell. And look, let me tell you, heaven will rejoice. Nothing will happen. I just as much as they are there, let them enjoy what they are doing. It's that kind of power they are wielding that have put us in this state where we are presently. They don't know that people are suffering because of it. People are going through hell, through one challenge or the other, because of the toxic politics and the power you say you're wielding. One day, that power will be naked. You'll be naked, and you find yourself at the corner of a cell, and you begin to wonder, is this the world? The life is? Yes, that is when you now know that this is life. You will be preaching to yourself. No one will preach to you again.
Dr. Faris. Yesterday, the situation that man found himself, I know, is kind of so be prepared. It's not tasting it because he just left power. And I heard him, even before he was arrested, saying that he will not leave the prison because if he leaves, he will be rearrested. That's similar to what the British poet Williams Butler Yeats wrote in, I think that was in 1918, talking about an Irish airman foresees his death. He foresaw what was going to happen, and he stayed put. And his son has said, "No man, I haven't been free. He wanted to rush home. He was grabbed first, and then
that's true.
Yeah, and then he was also taken in when he tried to leave the prison. So I think what goes and comes out. One thing that came to my mind at some point was that if Buhari, under whose administration they served to their life, would they have been hunting his men? Somehow that would have happened, or maybe somehow.
But what's his name again? The former Minister for Aviation has been facing trial. Hadi Sirika,
yeah.
He's been facing trial. But even while Buhari was alive, Emefiele was under Buhari. We hear that it took Buhari's intention for Bawa to be released. Okay. That Buhari personally called Tinubu and asked that Bawa be released. That's one of the things I've heard. So why was alive? But joking some of them.
There's another hand.
You kill the shepherd, the sheep will watch.
Yeah, that's it. So I think, I
who
believe
killed the
strongly
shepherd?
that.
Ask him.
Who killed the shepherd?
The creator of two shepherds. So Malawi is in now again, and I believe that very soon they arraign in court again and then return him to Kuje prison. When they mention Kuje and Kirikiri, sometimes it's a powerful place. So at some point I was thinking Kuje is just a prison. It's a community where people live, and that's the name of the community name.
But the correctional facility is right there.
Yeah, no Potako prison.
When I was surprised, Kuje is a whole community people live like this. I was thinking it's just the name of prison.
Oh.
So
you can think that because it didn't get into that facility.
So it's out now. It's in now again, and I believe the DSS will arraign him this week again, and as expected, we got to the decree. Kuje, and the rest is there. What goes around comes around, and I believe strongly that whatever the accusations are, if they should try as much as possible to ensure that his mental rights are being respected in the trial process.
Well, it's a vicious circle. That's ordinarily I'd have just moved on from this thing, but it's just a circle. Like most of the panelists already said, I think Tobima mentioned it, Jamala mentioned it. If you're not intentional in reforming the justice system, and this person will come and go, the person would enjoy his time in office, would enjoy the privileges, but when someone else comes and is not pleased with him, or for some reason he decides not to align with that person, and he speaks about the actions of that person in power, that person will wield the stick, after that person. It's just a classic, the vicious circle. So that's why I'm worried, though.
Yeah, it is worrisome.
It's really worrisome.
We talked about that, judicial reform and all of that.
Yeah.
What happened before he left?
But the first thing now, Toshibajo couldn't have said those things and remained vocal. Toshibajo was a very wise man. Not because I like him a lot, but he was able to say some things and not to say some things. Say some things and not press. Say it and leave it so that I can allow him at peace.
One example I would give to you is him saying that the headquarters of the multinational should relate to Niger Delta. He didn't press it. They went in Lagos even after he said
but he said it as acting president. He wasn't the president.
Yeah.
He was acting president. So when the president came back and reviewed the process, he decided not to go on with it. But Ogonis have not allowed him to be since he made that statement. Ogonis keep dragging him that he came and said so, but he's not the president. He's not friends with Toshibajo.
Is that why also didn't follow up to implement the modular refinery promise the youth were involved in illegal refineries in Niger Delta?
Was he the president?
He's not the president.
He's not the president.
But at the time he was acting president.
He was not president. How long was he acting
He was
president?
able to sack Mama and Darren, right?
So
what happened?
So that was that when Dara left, he brought in Ekpeyon. Ekpeyon was the most senior officer in the SSS.
Yes.
Basi. He was the most senior officer in the SSS. What did he do? He went to bring Scott that had retired back from retirement, made him head of the SSS, and retired Basi. I don't true story now.
There is problem everywhere.
True life story. So, what was the vice president going to do? Make a move against his principal?
If the office of the vice president is not really helping us, I know it's like a spare tire that they use whenever they want to go on vacation, medical trips, and all of that. They have someone to, kind of hold brief, and the constitution created it. Otherwise, I don't really see the impact of that office. If anything they do or say is not really going water, then. In fact, I'm surprised.
Well, let's distract ourselves with Oshibajo's time. But lastly, I'd like to ask us again. So Tinubu is giving G7 to Shagore. What is that word? Yes? So God be the man. Why are you looking at me? Shagore is an industrialist. He has invested a lot of money in Nigeria. He has built a lot of edifices for this country. He has contributed to our infrastructure uplift. A man like that deserves the second highest national transport. Well, I'm only explaining. Sound it.
No,
because
tell you what
I won't be surprised when you come and I say Shagore this, Shagore that. So I should say what the things that Shagore has done and he's doing. He's a Lebanese Nigerian. Imagine.
I think it's they're not the pro. Then the Coastal Road.
Imagine now such a commitment. So such a commitment.
Kelly. We're in a country that is a hijack, and criminally so, of the state. And unfortunately, those who ought to speak and ought to resist some of these things that are going on in our country do not. You see, I love what God said in the Bible. Very instructive. He said, what you allow, and He also will right. And what He don't allow, what He don't, He also bind it. We're not doing enough. We're doing nothing in this country to civilize our nation, to modernize our nation. And for leaders also to follow that law of civilization, of modernization. You know, leaders come and feel that there are laws over the people. Thereby, they are circumventing the constitution that says that when it's not sovereignty, it resides on people. It's like the people donating it for a specific number of time to so person, just to create a kind of orderliness in the society. But they conduct themselves in a very disorderly manner that also create crisis, emotional problems to the people.
A lot of this is just the award to Shagori.
Yes, because is it anything that even that man may be made an INEC chairman tomorrow?
Shagori.
Yes, it's true, and nobody will say anything. He could be made an INEC chairman tomorrow. Then when they are giving his social award as the second, that's not what they give to foreigners. You know, not the kind of award that is reserved for the maybe first, second position.
No, it's Nigerian. It's a Lebanese Nigerian.
Whether the
okay, I say he doesn't deserve the award because you say that he's a foreign.
It can begin no. It can begin award. No, not that highest award.
GCON.
Yes, he can be given an award.
Okay, so he's not deserving of a GCON.
No, he's not deserving.
On the basis of what?
On the basis of the fact that there are certain category of award that is, even if we talk of the doctoral list,
like himself,
like himself, whether he's the one that is controlling the economy of Nigeria, it's immaterial.
Is Dangote not GCON?
Dangote.
I'm asking the question.
You see, there is difference between Dangote. They know the criteria in which they do this award. Even Dangote itself
doesn't deserve GCON.
Even Dangote itself, there's one next to GCON. There's one next to
lower.
Yeah,
that's GCON is GCFR.
GCFR.
That's the president's
exactly.
title.
No, not that one.
GCFR. No, that's what now. Is it one higher than GCON or lower? Lower than GCON.
Yes,
that should be CON.
Not CON. Whether it's CFR or I don't know.
CFR.
Yes. Yes.
So if that's the one that.
You see, they give this award that I don't think they have a committee that look about certain criteria or standard. You know, a president will just come and just donate this anyhow. Even the contract they wanted to them did not even follow the due process.
I want to read from the act.
Yes.
Okay, please.
I want to read from the act so that we'll know our subject of this was very, very appreciated.
Read.
I'm reading from the National Honors Act of Nigeria, established in 1979. Now, Section 1. There are hereby established two orders of dignity, which shall be known, respectively, as the Order of the Federal Republic and the Order of the Niger, and are herein in this matter referred to as orders. 2. Each of the orders shall consist of 4 ranks, of which A, the first and the highest, shall be that of Grand Commander. The second, that of Commander. The third, that of Officer. And the fourth, that of Member of the Order. Now, if you read from Section 1, married to Section 2, since there are 2 various orders, each of them will carry for the first order Grand Commander of the Niger. That's for the second order. Each of them will have Grand Commander.
So it's like each of them has an highest.
Yes. Okay.
So if you are elevated to the first, you can be elevated to the office of the Grand Commander of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That one is for the President. Now, or the Grand Commander of the Order of the Nigeria.
That's
the highest rank in respect to the second order.
That is the highest, right?
Yes,
now, the eligibility for appointment to the order, subject to paragraph 2 of this article, a person shall not be eligible for appointment to any rank of an order unless he is a citizen of Nigeria. 2. A person other than a citizen of Nigeria shall be eligible for appointment at the honorary order of any rank of an order. An appointment made in pursuant to this paragraph shall be disregarded for the purposes of paragraph 3 in the foregoing article. What does paragraph 3 say is mode of appointment? The President shall, by notice in the Federal Republic Gazette, signify his intention of appointing a person with a particular rank of order. So, if you look at all these things, apart from Section 3, that makes it clear that the person must be a citizen of Nigeria. Every other criteria is discretionary to the President. So if it's a partial, it's a half Nigerian, half Lebanese, like I said, it's qualified. It's qualified.
Well,
what is the intention of that?
It should contribute more in uplifting our infrastructure.
What has it done?
All the roads that the company has constructed for Nigeria.
Contract that is overpaid.
They're not paying him.
He's overpaid.
That's what you can't provide any evidence.
There is nothing anyone can do. The point is that one day the government will come and prove that relationship was to get why that will be given the kind of job he was given and other activities we had about this Lebanese group in this country. One day, yes, and they are determining who will be our president today and who will not be our president.
Okay, you saying GCON?
Well, I don't know, because to me, to a very large extent, I think that's very about being abused to a very large extent, because I think it was under Jonathan also. I think under Jonathan, that GCON wasn't rampantly given to people other than the vice president. But I think under Buhari, we had that happening, and I think that was something they got it also, and all of that. So I think to an extent we should respect the national honor and give other lower honors to people, especially those who are not core Nigerians, so that we have those very senior honors to our deserving citizens. But then I know that someone that is half Lebanese and half Nigerian, giving him such a second highest national honor, may be pushing to do more. But then I think whatever he may have been doing, they want him to do more. So I don't know, or maybe that's part of the process of making him to be a Nigerian.
He's already a Nigerian. He's a Nigerian.
So
just 11 is Nigerian.
Okay, just like we have a Trump, which country, and Obama, Kenya.
Obama, Kenya. Is it not Trump Island or something?
Yeah, I think Trump. Is it Trump?
The parents migrated from China.
Yeah, I think so. So something like that. So, but then it has happened. There is nothing we can do. I think it should be given, more respect by Mr. President, and try not to award indiscriminately to people that are not, because to me, I believe in the office of the vice president sharing his own national honor with other people on the streets.
Well, if it wasn't designed that way, Kamala.
Actually, we have read from the act, and we know it's discretionary. But if we go for it, you see, Muslims, white person, as being member of, citizen of Nigeria, what contribution they have made to society. Now, this man has been a business partner of Tinubu for years. Mr. President, yes. Whatever they have done, it has not been due to. I've not seen any corporate social responsibility of that company. I've not seen it not existing. But they have done somewhere in Nigeria or somewhere within Nigeria. But the truth is, do you reward the man who has been into active business? The business he is doing for Nigeria is paid. The contract he has been running is paid. Is that a service to the nation? Or is it a privilege that he's enjoying? Because there are several contractors who are also looking for that opportunity to have that contract awarded to them. He gets the appointment in his contract without bidding. Without bidding for it.
Not all.
Kelly. The most important contract so far in the history of Nigeria.
No, but when you say, I know you know what I am saying. Yes, you can say that he gets his contracts without bidding just because there was one that they awarded to him claiming competence. It doesn't mean that the other was
my point is that because of the relationship that he has created, and which I believe a member of the Tinubu's family is a shareholder of that company, it is difficult for the government not to give him a contract. Giving him a contract is giving themselves a contract. And so, if those things were done in the name of business, it is not a service to the nation. And therefore, unless there are other reasons why Mr. President finds it good enough to make that, give him that order, that award, then I will give it to him. But for now, information available to us, I do not think that he deserves that exclusive on the board. That our vice president should be. Imagine him giving another person grant from the federal government of Nigeria.
That is reserved for only the president.
Isn't that award? We share the same status.
It is here that you are the Toby man who got president now. You will call him that give left and right almost to tear. After 3 days, the president has rescinded that decision to award this person due to public outcries and so on and so forth.
It is within his prerogative to do so.
Yeah, prerogative, but there's still the law. The state clearly who is deserving of certain award.
Why would you give the second highest order?
I'm not really that deserves it. Based on contributions.
What are the contributions which I have said they are contractual in nature?
No, those contributions are to the extent that you are aware of. Once you are to the extent that you are aware of, doesn't mean that that is all there is to what you have done.
They should give it to us. Let's know.
Okay.
Let's just oppose those institutions with what?
When has any other person given an award to anybody, foreign or indigenous, in this country? It has always been the government. And in that government is the president.
And governors.
Good, and governors, of course. You know, for that reason, I have no contribution to make. Because whoever President Tinubu thinks is worthy of that award will receive it. Yes, no, he thinks he's deserving of that award, will receive it. And if you open your mouth, they'll ask you, are you the president that is supposed, at least the act establishing this award has given it to the president to give? However, there's a snag. No, wait now, I have not removed myself completely because
no, but that's what you sound.
There's a snag. Listen first to hear the snag.
I'm wondering why the snag
is
said you will not do it.
Chagori, I don't understand. You remember the Kota Road? Nigerians cried, why were there no bidding? No bidding. See, modesty requires that. If you are to do certain things, you do it in a way that someone could come out and say, you are modest in doing this one. Why must you go and give him that particular one Shetima is having? Because he was given that freely without, who says it's only Shagori can do the Kota Road?
He said.
Then that's what I'm saying. It's just like giving Sheyi that particular one. So for me, I'm not telling you to even digest because the issue is that
no, do you know Professor was
the snag there.
No, you sound like you're not aware now. So
I'm expressing the snag that with Tinubu being friendly with Kore, it means he has given a member of his household GCON.
Wow.
I think something like happened under the former governor.
Yes,
yeah.
The Shara.
Yeah, a lot of people. At that time, I was handing over.
How weighty is those awards?
But these awards, the SRS is the next to the highest state award.
GSRS. Because the GSRS, a lot of people have it.
Yes.
Even some political schools.
All right, let's have you contribute. Let me read some of your contributions from Facebook. I don't want to online. You can speak to us, right? On Real Talk, I respond to this way. I think APC is trying to unravel the assumed agreement between father and son. I am hoping for a better 2027. Cheers. I mean, irrespective of who registers people in APC, Rivers does not matter because in politics, nothing. Irrespective of who registers people in APC Rivers, it does not matter because in politics, nothing is factual. Okay? Lorenzo lied. If the governor aligns well, things will be done accordingly. He refused to do the needful. Rather, he was using the 001 in his membership card to be posted. Let's see how this will end in 2027. Sunday as well, different strokes for different folks. Fry isn't the politician. He's always active than being proactive. Okay, guess you meant he was reactive and being proactive. General Post, good morning. Presidents over 107 worshippers abducted as bandit raid at churches. It's only in Nigeria that you read this kind of news. Which road these bandits pass with those abducted citizens? Is there no police checkpoint? As we see everywhere here, where do they keep these people? Government and security agencies are not sincere and hiding something from us. And as good morning, Kelly. I'm very happy with what's happening with Malami. You should have a taste of soup. It's been cooking for us under Buhari. Wow. You, Mr. Kelly, I believe there's no more PDP again in Nigeria. That's what you think? PDP is dead. All right, let's open the lines. Good morning. Today 95.1. 6 seconds. Let's begin. Morning, short.
You see, people don't understand the politics of Nigeria and the politics of Nigeria. Yes, there was something I had to say there. Governor of the state, not everything the governor of the state will do. Not when the beginning of the everybody can be given everyone in the state doesn't mean that is the overall person in the state. No, that's the decision in the politics. Talking about people talking about the thing that the national is forming. Because every state allows the rapid studies to take before doing the that is placed on the right of the outcome of the line, the position. So some people are even looking at the quantity of what the governor has done in the state.
All right, George. That's it. Thank you. 95.1. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Welcome, sir.
Yeah, Dr. Odima. I'm Dr. Odima.
Good morning.
Yes, my name is Jeffrey calling from the group. Yes, on the Malami case, I want to say Malami should enjoy what the food I cooked and then serve for others. Because he had all the opportunity, all the chance to make things work right for this country, but he has failed to do it. And now he's enjoying the same thing and he has served others. So what is good for the poor also should be good for the rich. Thank you for having me in the group.
All right, thanks so much. 95.1. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Welcome.
I'm calling you from in the process of conversation, I listened and I heard you talk about the flow of the e-registration of the university. It's unfortunate. I hope that Tony Kota, who is the national chairman of the university, is not trying to undermine the office and capacity of the government. Whatever they do in this part of the world, they should know that Tinubu knows that it is only Governor that has the capacity to deliver Tinubu in 2027.
Whatever they're doing now, they're only wasting their time. And if people would listen to them and will not call the state assembly members to order, he will be doing it as his assessment.
All right, thank you. That's the time. Today 95.1. Good morning.
Mr. Shelley, good morning.
Welcome.
Good morning. Mr. Frank, early, there is something I want you to understand here. Governor Sim Fubara is in. But actually now, Okota is the one doing this or not. I think it's not linked to APC state. Governor Sim linked to APC in the national. I mean, the national are not saying anything. Let me tell you one problem that Yoruba people used to say. I will use English to say it. They said, name a man get you give him between them. You know, come out until I born. Thank you.
Today 95.1. Good morning.
Hello, my name is Kelly.
Welcome.
I'm getting this. Yes, Mr. Kelly, this is not an issue. I believe those who get let all people. I believe that all people. That is why, because if you know, all the people before people working with people, I don't see this and being on them. But I believe this one is facing it now. I think they get the people. That is what I get in that paper. Thank you very much.
Today 95.1. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome, Frank.
I think I have to do this. About APC online session yesterday, and governor was after. Let me tell you, people are trying to get back with the country. So, you look at the government is not getting the institutional level. For what I think it's for the online session, that's to them, the government I think so it's rather for it to know something. They don't think that the government will for this is joking. Thank you for your
Okay, good morning, 95.1.
Good morning. Dr. Akimi, I love you. Yes, you. My diva. Okay. What is let's talk about the the point is getting to where you're going to. When I take master, horizontal, whatever dimension, it is the board where you're going to. Let's talk about the say this. But this is not broadcasting that you want us to say. You must want to also ask the people who want microphone. It's dynamic. You can do several ways. That is for that. The issue of Carlos award, it's about that man has been known for everything corruption in Nigeria. Because they are naturalized and we will not diminish our work. Where we copy this from America, that this America do, and give it our work, this is too late to people that are just completely.
All right, Madiba, that's the time. Thank you. Today 95.1. Good morning.
Very good morning.
Welcome.
Very good morning, sir. Malami issue of the mission that found in the house. Has it been kept at the SS?
Yeah. He's been arrested. That's why you're arresting him.
And it's true now, right?
Yes, the AFC found weapons in his home.
In this kind of scenario, a man of that caliber, for good take it, he has been the agent of the general and shot it in front of his house with other practice here on that 88. After route. I will shoot the clap for him. I will shoot him like that. What I'm going to be saying for me. I believe we should take it because the truth is that we black man on Nigeria. Every other positive thing on it because we are not better. Meanwhile, the mother.
Thank you. That's you stretching it too far. You accuse the individual. 95.1. Welcome. Brother. We're listening to you. Okay, you're ready. Today 5.1. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Welcome.
My name is Mutem from Buma. It will tell you from a state that is not on the ground. It's not using money. It's not social as well as valid and every week. So, you know, if they will let us, they will let us.
Well, I said already starting people.
Yes, well, the prepare.
Hey, welcome. Today 95.1. Good morning.
Holiday.
Welcome.
Then I to look at the English. I'm at the use of the material and the registration. I'm not an animal policy, but let's say so. But all I want to show you is going to take in this case of the faith. I don't know what we have come. Before I want to attend everything.
Listen, thank you so much for calling and contributing. Okay, so we'll let us know what's taking all those reactions at this time. So let me read some of your messages and then we'll listen to your voice notes a little later on. All right. So this one. Good morning, my name is Joe. On the flag of APC registration, I'm just laughing here. Even before the flagged it off, we've been registering people in the APC as instructed by Chief. Even before they got registered. The national CIS in Emeka Beke, who betrayed the Bola Tinubu campaign in 2023. Tony Okocha has been instructed by Wiki to play the game, while APC National has been instructed to keep mute. Bashir is now as cold as ice water. Listen to Moka yesterday. Complainers will still complain. Tinubu doesn't want to be called as Wiki is calling the shot in Rivers. Okay, Joe. Today 5.1. Good morning.
Hello.
Dr. Fla from Canada. Welcome.
Finally, Malami. I'm looking at you Instagram. I want to put it. Malami. Every I made it money in my village.
Forgive now. Forgive and forget. Forgive and forget. Thank you, madam. Definitely now. Definitely go from his house to the court. But they are dragging him. I don't stress that I shall. Today 95.1. Good morning. Welcome.
I think it's very cool. I'm fine. I'm getting a little bit heated. And when you step up again, you have the occasion that you keep lying and the people himself, you know. He really something. So I'm like keeping over something that he's behind himself. It's not good for him. So he should talk to please. All
right. Thank you for reaching out. Okay, so our next comment here from Husband and I pray God to please cause no confusion in the midst. That will not just destroy them, but wipe them off. The surface of rivers for the people to have peace. Say amen. 95.1, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Kelly, and the family studio.
To you.
Hello?
Good morning, please go on.
Good morning, Mr. Kelly, and the family studio.
We said morning.
Talking about the constitution concerning the shadow regimes, that man had been convicted and has made some refund of about $600,000 also in US and living in Nigeria. So why is he giving the national award to that level of the second highest in the country? It is very, very unfair. And I mean, there are Nigerians who are not giving that kind of honor. But they're giving it to me, Nigeria by foreigner. Again, Mr. Kelly, I don't think very well that he will be very biased against the governor of Rivers, which is very unfair. You've been on the kind of the SPC minister. Whatever that has to do with the governor, you went in advantage with the governor. You don't take it, you criticize it. I see the governor performing or not doing anything. Please, you elaborate or try to be balanced. Be on the
Are you done? Okay, thank you. Next caller, 95.1, good morning. Can you speak up? We're struggling to hear you.
Can you hear me now?
It's not on. Let's go now.
I can hear you. Good morning, sir.
Please go on.
Please, I want to...
I'm so sorry. Really, really so sorry, okay? Signal is just up and down, so it's difficult for us to hear the contributions that you intend to make. All right? Let's read messages now. I'm hoping to take a call or two. And if I say we can take one, another one, a third one. Today, 95.1, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Welcome. Thank you. Final call today, 95.1. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Yes. I want to say that.
Is it the network? Hello? I'm sorry. We'll try to call then. All right, call drop. All right, so one more call and that'll be it. Good episode. I agree to Jeff. So weak is powerful. Weak knows politics. Weak knows politics is not about money. The government for use money. 200 billion. Bring out 20 billion naira and start with the 4 members of the house. That can make a U-turn. Okay, we start with members of the house that make a U-turn. Give them 1 billion naira each, and anyone that joins them, give him or her 1 billion for 6 months, and add 1 billion to them after again. Wow, James Roba, what the way to spend money. You guys have quite the idea. Interesting. The money and finally, this Emmanuel Godwin, the absence of government the flag of the APC registration is very, very significant. For me, it speaks louder than the presidency and perhaps the party may not be ready to take sides, but the governor against this on weekend. The governor sympathizers may keep explaining, denying, and defending the governor all the time. It will become obvious that the governor is on a slippery ring. Thank you. That's a contribution, Mr. Godwin. Final call today, 95.1 morning.
Yeah, call back, please. Like I said, my governor has the platform of and no one is inquiring, planning of inquiry. Where don't go my church? Nothing has been done. And you have made that promise that the power is going to be open. My question is, have you catch power? Thank you.
Well, let's look at this one. Hello, welcome to 95.1.
Hello, morning. Please, honorable Bishop.
Okay.
Let's talk about this. I don't really understand why they are trolling this governor. I am saying this law specific lawmaker should enter money from the membership go to the state, meet and let's and the lawmakers in the state. Borrow from them. Do you know that since 27 I traveled to Abia, till now I got my mother this morning, 24 hours left. Why can't the River State lawmaker even from their lettuce? I thought when I hear like that, I can say I don't even know the name, but the express if I send the big people that is right, why can't these people here talk about government forget about personal interest of their boss, of the other?
All right, please, thank you for the time. All right. Okay, greetings. SSS arrest Malami moments of J prison. The funny thing about this matter is within 7 months, we will not have this matter again. Live in Nigeria with day. If they finish collecting money, they are let least stole. They will leave him and fit another person. APC National say they would review their position on the impeachment move. Okay, what's holding them now from taking their position? Are they scared of taking position now? Thank God that Peter you sent that message. I can made my day for the information on freelance distribution of without rights. Good use of God's knowledge. In Nigeria, it's political way. Since it's the cheapest way to make money by grabbing power and appropriating state funds to personal wealth, the state is not growing. It's impeachment and membership of the family, Rainbow Coalition, no jobs, no vision, ambition. Why? Fine, John. Send that message. Thank you. Good morning. I guess unfortunately politics in River State is shrouded in bigotry, thuggery, and violence. Eric Toots, something just depend you. This impeachment saga and the issue of funders in River State government should be aware that if impeachment plans fails, they are waiting for him at the primaries. We and his boys are working on the ground with APC and WC to make sure the governor does not get automatic ticket. They will subject him to primary, so they will remove him through the process. That's a child. Send that message. Thank you, sir. Let's see. Take another one here. I said it before, and I'm still saying it again. For those who care to listen, the governor for does not change anything. Now you can see it's the member of the APC national chairman and the silence from the president. If I must say this, what President Tinubu is waiting for is the version of the assistant minister of the APC, then you will see the true nature of APC, Governor Fura. The true nature of APC, Governor Fura is putting hope on. It will fail him without looking back. It's very confident of that. Well, what do you say? I feel like I read this message. Right? We're not just again. The picture of the APC national position in real estate political crisis will remain unclear as long as they want to reap from the political influence of both gladiators. Governor Fura in their 2027 re-election bid. They are working on the ground to save the situation, but will not open show support for end camps. Malami and experience, that's the brand of Nigerian politics and same with the adults and cronies in future. And the turning of Nigeria to one state will also lead to the turning of the 3 armed government into 1 arm because we're not practicing democracy. Okay, that's our send message. Thank you so much. Let's listen to your voice messages now, and then we switch direction to the traditional SMS channel. So this will be the first one, I think. Yeah, this one. There we go.
I think what they are doing same thing to Amici. What the youth need to do against Amici is that same thing they want to do against Amici using safe fire. They know what they're doing. They are already taking position, but they are signing office. Because if you make it known, it will cost more to her than this. That is why they then for PAN, they clearly are not taking position and they know what they want. That is why they ask them to hold up. But for River State, essentially to Amici is what they want to do. Yes, okay. So they are just postponing days of reckoning. Definitely will come and it will be pronounced. Thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Kelly. My name is Nacho. People from the government is a start for one. Despite all that happened before, people still believe that it's not an meeting. I don't know whether to be knowing the danger of that because any more information there, people just deserve this and others. So I don't know why people just want to people should say like this is becoming too much in this sort of work. We need to learn lessons. As a business in your state, we see how to go. We see how to go. We know if well we did that or to make things to change. Let's see how it goes. To do something else.
Hello, good morning. I know I have just 1 minute. I'm telling you this message from my name is I wish to be anonymous. Those soldiers, my name is that are kept here for safety. They are overstepping their bounds. You have to pick. Yesterday, someone was caught with full phone. So someone put somebody down. They have taken it and interfered and said he's taking the position. They started beating the person. The guy ran to the village to report. The army person to report. He drove him away. Those persons that real stage friends of the army person. So later the guy went to the policeman to official those men that were beating. Some of them went to call the military person. They came. In front of the military person, still slapped the person. The policemen were helpless. They couldn't do anything. At the end of the day, the policemen still left without an arrest without nothing. I don't understand. Isn't that the army person that they posted to press civilians? Isn't that the police, there are places they can go for arrest? Or they cannot go for arrest? I don't just understand what is happening. I hope that same time to my base and listen to this music. Thank you.
Alright, I allowed the message to play for the 1 minute and 34 seconds because it's a matter of urgency. So I allowed it to play, but it's an allegation that you have raised. Message is already out there. I expect the authorities involved to look into it. Alright?
So powerful because the presidency has national handed over to the powers to be so undermining the powers of the operate with the police and the security and the cops also nobody saying anything because the power handed over to the secret president and others. Then they put a lot of this like this and the second lieutenant instructing about it. It will be something so don't forget.
Alright, those are some of the we can take, so let's move from here to the traditional SMS channel. Very good morning to you, guys ahead, Mr. Mayoga. Tony Kota addressing the ABC party registration team on how to carry out the task, but you remain silent on the issue of different plans by SN members. If you continue to remain silent over this issue as party chairman in the state, then it means something still runs somewhere. Also in touch from Rumomo, you send a message. Thank you. SKO, so yes. Workers in FCT and back on strike, I didn't bring that story, obviously. Okay, let's move on. Alright, that won't begin pronounce this word now. Oh. The SMN all along has his whole hands in the pie in the rest He got and mixed the ingredients, got equipment for baking and personally baked the care. That's why sometimes these will unfold for good of the state. Thus, power is just not by position, but capacity. So, Governor Singh is the least competently capable of unsettling such political sagacity, which undoubtedly predicts his entire career, politically and otherwise. Special Dr. Panjari. Wow. According to the electoral act as affirmed by the report, is a political party that stands for an election, an individual just a burden bearer. Okay, so I don't know what the Bonk Governor of the state has refused to rob the march. The mind doesn't care when he must have been put out of office because the APC hierarchy position is clear. If the billions and properties in possession of Grammy and inflation tithes, then the strikes are going to be a very good one. Mr. Dennis, that's a contribution. Like you said, this is clear enough for every reasonable thinking person to know. The flag position announced for the flag off of the registration of new members, the position of the government, what is happening, all regards to the government, even APC. Alright, Eric, that's a position. The morning air transmission of electricity through air, well, that's why it's true. And what are we known for as country, Mr. Awuju? Right. Morning, Pele, the police Morgan in response to some questions, I like to inform those who get listened. I haven't listened to later sometimes. The APC chairman has that the handwriting is bold enough. The government with pressing us and sacrifice and main fences because we has a bigger club, Matthew from Transmali Center. Well, thank you. The morning, Kelly, and the guests, the smell of APC national spokesman concerning Bryce impeachment is commendable. Also, a cover statement and talk about it and cost report. Thank you. This impeachment saga and the issue of the University, Mr. Chad already message from your WhatsApp. I love you, such a message from your WhatsApp as well. Communication sent it twice. The morning to all the Shivaji appointed as Matthew Safer from Bias. Okay, it's Matthew Safer from Bias, not Tati. Alright, thank you. Brown from Ugunabali. Morning, Kelly, and the morning when all these arrests, trials, investigations are made and over, are these loops taken from them? Good have mercy. Comrade Austin Omachi, baby law, alright. You say things fall apart, the center cannot hold them, the answer justify the means. Okay, I'm going to think you want to stress me. Have some pity for me. Yeah. If I offend you, take it easy. That's good. Thank you all for being part of the conversation. Dr. Fine, 5995, Secretary, Director, Youth and Environment, Advocate, 78, Nigeria. Dr. Thank you. Thank you for having me once again. Living Gifton Jamala, Esquire, private practitioner. Thank you, sir.
I think you give me a few seconds to say my last word. If you remember during the last days of former governor, we have an international standard abattoir flag off. Yes, please, what's the status of that one?
I've heard that if there's a slab operating there, there's a slab operating there, but it's operating as a private slab. That's operating as a private slab. But I haven't confirmed. So Dr. Obitima, the journalist international affairs and this lecture international journalist.
Technically, I want to say that those that are wielding power, they should remember that power has two sides. One is against your opponent, one side is against you. And two, the River State, impeachment on impeachment. River State is bigger than any other person. State will remain. Right. Individuals will also go out of the state. Right. One time or the other. The governor is not fighting against the impeachment, but against the process. Okay. And then if it succeeds in fighting against the process, the impeachment will be useless. Thank you.
And this is Emmanuel Gray, in-house analyst. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Eddie. Thank you, Nigerians.
That's everyone.
I think of you when I think about forever. I hear a joke and I know you would've told better. I think of you out of the blue when I'm watching a movie that you would hate. You'd say you never want to hesitate. You were always first in line, so why would it be different for heaven? But I got a couple questions. Is there a bar up there where you got a favorite chair, where you sit with friends and talk about the weather? Is there a place you go to watch the sunset? No, is there a song you just can't wait to share? Yeah, I know. You'll tell me when I get there. Do you think of me? Do you wish that I was so down? Are there some things that you've seen to feel like home now? Are you out there climbing streets, singing brand new melodies? I hope you are. I know you are. Is there a bar up there? We've got a favorite jam. I can sit with friends and talk about the weather. Is there a place you go to watch the sunset? And is there a song you just can't wait to share? Yeah, I know. You'll tell me when I get there. Yeah, you'll tell me when I get there. Will you save me a place with all those pearls of wisdom? Yeah, I'll make some mistakes, and you watch me as I live them till I'm through, till I'm with you. Is there a bar up there where you got a favorite chair, where you sit with friends and talk about the weather? Is there a place you go to watch the sunset? And there is song you just can't wait to share. Yeah, I know. You tell me when I get there. Yeah. I think of you and I think about
95.1 FM.
Yeah, we got a good thing, babe. When life is hard, we'll never lose our way, 'cause we both know who we are. Who knows about tomorrow? We don't know what's in the stars. So I'll always follow the light in your heart. I'm not worried about this, and I've never been. We know how the story ends. We will never break. We will never break. Build on a foundation strong enough to stay. We will never break. As the water rises and the mountains shake, our love will remain. We will never. No, no, never. We will never. No, no, never. It's more than a good sensation. It's more than a passing flame. You are the explanation of what love really means. It's bigger than you and me. It's 1 + 1 = 3. When we talk about forever, then forever's what we mean. So I'm not worried about it, and I've never been. No matter what may come my way, we will never break. We will never break. Build on a foundation stronger than the pain. We will never break. As the water rises and the mountains shake, our love will remain. We will never. No, no, never. We will never. No, no, never. We will never. No, never. We will never. No. The world is dangerous. Broken all out. There's nothing we cannot try. We will never break. We will never break. nation strong enough to stay. We will live and reign as the water rises and the mountains shake. All will remain. We will never, no, no, never. We will never, no, no, never. We will never, no, never. We will never, no. We will never, no, never. We will, no.
Unleash the power of airwaves with the ultimate radio experience. Just tune in to the Today95.1fm, the voice of people. Don't just listen, immerse yourself.
That is 100% true.
Hey, listen, Talk Radio. Get ready to turn up the volume and dive into the heartbeat of entertainment, from the hottest celebrities to trending music, movie buzz, viral moments, and behind-the-scenes drama. This is where the fun never stops. Tune in to Entertainment Today, only on Today95.1fm, voice of the people, your station for pure entertainment. Weekdays, 11:30 a.m. Entertainment Today, where your favorite stars and stories come alive. Entertainment Today on the 95.1fm, voice of the people. Thank you so much for staying right here with us. It is the 20th day of January 2026. It's a Tuesday. My name is Queen Jima.
And I'm Stacey Benjamin.
Just yesterday we were talking about the video and the whole issue line low. And while I was searching the stories this morning, I saw that the lady had put out a message saying that saying that people should stop saying the video was not a rich person. She would not have been doing this. That she met him when he was an up-and-coming artist. Well, let's get to that. But thank you so much for joining us. There's so much to wrap our hands around this morning, but we're definitely going to do that with you. We also have something that we want you to give your thoughts on. But let's begin with news on the foreign scene. Well, Rhoda Alice, a filmmaker and animation wizard who co-directed The Lion King and other huge Disney hits, has died at the age of 76. Disney said, besides The Lion King, which came out in 1994, Alice worked in films such as Tron, The Little Mermaid, and Beauty and the Beast. Alice died suddenly at home in California after a short illness. The Hollywood Reporter said, Disney CEO Robert Iger paid tribute to Alice in a post on Instagram on Sunday evening. Rhoda Alice was a creative visionary whose made contributions to Disney will live on for generations to come. He understood the power of great storytelling, how unforgettable characters, emotion, and music can come together to create something timeless. Iger added. While still on the foreign scene in a similar development, when one of the top designers of his era, Italy's elegance aficionado Valentino Garavani, spent nearly half a century dressing the world's great beauties, from Jackie Kennedy's Princess Diana before his death Monday at the age of 93. Valentino Garavani passed away today at his Roman residence, surrounded by his loved ones, wrote his Rome-based foundation on social media. A funeral is planned for Friday in the Italian capital, with the line station Wednesday and Thursday. Best known as Just Valentino, the designer's creations, many of them Valentino Red, were won by the who's who of the international elite, from Elizabeth Taylor, Audrey Hepburn, and Nancy Reagan to Sharon Stone, Julia Roberts, and Gwyneth Paltrow in recent years. When the Empress of Iran, Farah Pahlavi, escaped the country during the 1979 revolution, she was wearing a coat made by Valentino. The authorship of Chic by women's wedding in the 1980s, Valentino was celebrated by the New York Times in 1997 for his single-minded dedication to glamour. On the catwalk in his own life, Valentino David Lottery down to the last detail of his immaculate hairdo and caramel pan. It is found hot dogs were private jet he shot between his Roman Palace, New York apartment near Paris, Schlepp in Switzerland, and his 15 meter 164 foot yacht. Named after the star of silent cinema, Rudolph Valentino, who was known for The Shake, among many other films, Valentino, who was known for The Shake, among many other films, Valentino Ravanni was born May 11, 1932 in Vorra, a small town south of Milan. His father owned an electric business. Boy asked for me to measure shoes, was passionate about fashion. I do not like seeing men without ties in the jumper, women involved makeup and shipless trousers, designed with bad education and lack of self-respect. In 1952, he was hired by John Des's good-dressed, wealthy clients, including royalty. 5 years later, he went to work for Guy Loreche. Well, in Nigeria, wealthy maker Abisa Kundama has cast Portuguese movie star Pedro Teixeira and the championship executive officer of Nigerians in diaspora commission Nikom Abike Dabiri Erwan. His upcoming film, Anikun Labo, The Goal Awakens. A fine exclusive unveiling the trailer for the second season of his epic series, Anikun Labo, on his Instagram page on Monday. The film is scheduled for release on Netflix on 30th of January. The original Anikun Labo movie premiered on Netflix in September 2022. Our first series, Anikun Labo, Rise of the Spectre, was released in March 2024. Teixeira and his Dabiri Erwan among the newly added cast alongside Ukumi Kiki, Adana Olori, Teniola Aladise, Anta Lania, Dokemiwa, Sehi Balogun, Ade Oluwasaga Ukusaga, and Tayo Faniro, among others. As the press time, the roles Teixeira and Mr. Dabiri Erwan in the film were known. The Max Dabiri Erwan acting debut, while Teixeira is known for his roles in films such as Festa, Festa, Irregular, and Stinos Cruzados. Returning actors for the first series, Bishola Shobole as Awaru, Bimbo Ademoye as Arulake, Owobo Ogunle as Bashirun, Taiwo Hassan as Alafin Ademiwa, Gabriel Lion, Latifa Adedimeji, Ronke Oshodoke, Modif Afolayo, Aisha Lawa, Adebayo Salami, Jide Kosoko, and Eyemi Afolayo. The 51-year-old stated that Anikun Labo, The Goal Awakens was filmed across cat coverage and resulted in oil state Nigerian in Cape Coast, Ghana. Once spies became independent cars from oil to foreign lands, love tested and loyalties are shaken. This season, survival is a real crime. Everything you think you know will be questioned. Anikun Labo, The Goal Awakens arrives on January 1st on Netflix only heroes. Afolayo appreciated oil state government Makinde for his support and for his role in the film's success. Well, Mr. Dominic Muzo, ex-manager of late Hollywood comic actor John Harper, popularly known as Mr. Ibu, has appealed to the Enugu State government to provide scholarships for the late actor's children. He made the appeal in an interview with the news agency of Nigeria, not in Abuja. Muzo is the chief executive officer of Daunting International, managed the late artist for more than 2 decades before his passing in March 2024. The state government considered the children of the late actor, who hailed from Kano West, his effort to bolster education through targeted scholarships across the state. According to him, such an initiative will ensure the children receive the education necessary for self-reliance in absence of the comic genius. We have appealed for scholarship opportunities for the children and will continue to do so so that something can be done. His Excellency Governor Peter Mbai, the leader of the Large does not take lightly the education of the people, especially the vulnerable ones. We hope he will consider offering scholarships to offspring of the man who uses his talent to make the state proud across Africa and beyond. Man reports that he's members of Nigeria's most effortlessly funny and beloved comic actors of all time. He's known for his unique comedic timing, excessive facial gestures, and often portraying foolish or clumsy characters. These traits resonate with African audiences, earning inside the man who made Africa laugh, a reference to his iconic and hilarious role. This is especially true of his character in Mr. Ibu movies, which made him a household comedic name across the continent. I mean, Anastasia.
He has a point. I think he should go through AGN so that they could listen to him. Right now, I'm just saying as an individual, they'd be like, this is what this thoughts. Or if, like, the AGN writes to the Enugu State government, maybe they would.
Yeah, they should do something. But is it like something that they owe the children?
No, but it is something they should also consider.
And I see, I mean, what you said is practically good. If Miss Don Kafo, popular Mr. Ibu, was active in the Actors Guild of Nigeria before his passing, it's something that they can do through the AGN to the Enugu State government to help the children. If they think that is something that the government also wants to consider, considering who Don Kafo was to the industry, to the state that he represented from before his passing. All right, so wait for that. Mollywood actress Mercy Johnny has given reasons for withdrawing the defamation charges she brought against Nigerian TikToker AD Bliss. In December 25, Miss Bliss shared a video claiming that Mercy's husband Prince Cody approached the house for his pregnant mistress. In a video discussing claims, AD Bliss cited blogger Kuti Jones as her source, while also claiming that the actress was involved in actions that led to the woman losing the pregnancy. Well, this led to the arrest of TikToker who was edited and asked Mr. Cody filed a petition. Following public outcry, many pleading on the blogs they have, Mercy fought to announce that the charges against her have been dropped and that the release has been secured. Or taking to her Instagram page, the actress said that the decision to drop the charges arose from the love and respect her family has for numerous individuals who plead on the bloggers' behalf. She, however, noted that it is no longer business as usual, as she will be pursuing other defamation cases and like plans later this year for some things that are applying to do, and I'm guessing perhaps making trouble court cases to be part of them because some people just won't leave me alone, my family alone. But she further alleged that actresses own these blogs that carry such damning reports against her and her family. I have teenagers in school who have been bullied in school because of the things that you write. The mother of 4 further stated that it is no longer business as usual, as anyone who alleges must prove their allegations.
People should stop paying for these people. Like, once people come in the crowd, allow them to pay. This constant coming online to plead on their behalf is what's giving them the morale to keep doing what they are doing. Because if every single time somebody comes, you know, at some point I was like, wow, could this be true? I was thinking about it because all those times she was silent, she didn't say anything. People were running with it, was looking like it's true. Until she came out and I said this person, and I'm like, oh, so this is not true. So imagine not letting these people pay.
Absolutely. I remember there was a case in 2024 where a blogger had said Nathaniel Bassi is the father of Mercy Chinwo's son, and they took that up to, I don't know, it was Nathaniel Bassi or blessed Mercy Chinwo's husband that took that up. And some of the stories out there, like you said, social media is like wildfire. You say something and it's just all over the place. And I keep quiet. Yes, people can carry on that narrative. Until people tell you that what has happened in their life is true, just let them be. I don't carry on. When you some of these blogs for clicks and some of these things are bait, they just want you to click and you read the story and they're faceless blogs, of course. Sometimes you don't even know who owns the blog. So it's easy to just say wherever they are, put any story and people are carrying that narrative when it's not exactly.
I mean, if you're so desperate to tell stories, you can tell fictional stories. You can tell maybe a story that didn't happen, you could say something like that.
Some of the stories are saying as much as when you put Mercy Johnson's face. When you put Mercy Johnson's face and say Mercy Johnson's husband does put her out of his house. And everybody's like, oh, running to the side. Really? Let's go see what's happening there. Meanwhile, nothing like that happened. One thing Mercy Johnson said that's really touching is the impact that this has had on her kids. That some classmates are bullying her kids because the parents of these other kids, don't associate with this person. We hear that their mother is a witch, and it's really sad. But what are your thoughts about this? Mercy Johnson did put out a video where she was strictly warning that she will take action. This time around, I mean, there will be nothing as, oh, let it be. Justin, Nigerians, never justice with, what's the other one? With mercy. Leave the person. It's not that, these things just happen and stuff. And this is someone's name being dragged in the mud. And then you're wondering, if it continues this way, how exactly will the person cope? How will they show their faces? This is not just anybody. She's a popular person and she's been in this industry for years. She works with brands. I mean, a lot. It can cost her so much. This is what she had to say.
Saying, oh, she's married 15 years, now this cherry down, you ruin it. You really then what? I have kids. When you write these lies and you say things like teenagers who are in school, who are being bullied in school because of the things that you write. You have parents telling their kids not to let my kids touch their school bag because they believe because I'm rich. What's wrong with people? If you just sit down and can't wait to leave the worst of the worst, but as long as bring somebody else down, you guys are up for it. I understand very well. Let's see this space. Because sometimes you guys feel this with me. It's not business as usual. I just need my name out of the mouth. This is off for now. But every other person who has alleged must prove. You can use your handle, your face to allege. You will prove. So just be certain that. Hi guys, on the other side. said, that's not what I'm saying.
But that's the other part of the video where she said she had to, from the beginning, she said she had to drop the charges against the girl because of numerous fee, and people saying just let her happy. Well, like you said, that people just has to pay. I mean, people wow, so that maybe a lot of people can learn that there's something as information that is not verified. And until you have proof, you may be sued for defamation. I mean, there's also cyberbullying. You will have to prove what you say. So you won't call on the radio and say, just allege, because if it's simple as this thing that you have said, when do you see me doing it? Why are you rubbing my name in the mud? Then you have to show for it. What are your thoughts about this? I mean, you see a lot of news on social media. Oh, this actress has done it. Not just actresses, singers, I mean, artists, politicians, or just anybody. Even someone could just carry something about you and spread out there. And how does that? What do you think about it? You think everybody should start pressing charges so that we can have less of fake news, less of allegations, less of some of this information that are not verified put out on social media? What are your thoughts? 0701 9339 962. You can send a text or WhatsApp message to that number. That is 0701 9339 962. A text or WhatsApp message will do. And you can drop a comment on Facebook. It's Today95.1fm. We'll be back. Yes, says a lot. She's been talking about her age, about the general child she wanted. Someone she's talking about love. We'll get into that and so much more. It's entertainment. 95.1fm to say those. Talk Radio. 95.1 FM. Today on Today 95.1 FM, Voice of the People. Well, I wanted a girl child. T.Y. Simon says, the wife of the superstar that her parents for a girl child. Let's struggle to bond with her son. Jamie Balogun after his birth in 2015. Well, speaking on the recent episode of The Flow with Coty podcast, what 5-year-old scenario that is covering her baby's death during pregnancy brought on when. She shared her struggles and challenges of postpartum life, including losing major pain due to her change of parents. Recounting this experience, T.Y. Simon said he made her feel like her son had destroyed her career. She linked a part of her emotional distance to the drastic changes in her body, which she felt negatively impacted her career. So when he came, he was always crying, the body didn't snap back. But according to her, she's also focused on raising a male to be kind and respectful and advising him to treat women with care and respect because of how she suffered in her sad experiences in her past relationships. It's the thing that pregnancy and childbirth does to a lot of women. I think that's a whole lot. Listening to it, I'm like, wow, she's opening up to some things at the same time. She's still struggling. Yeah, it's just a lot. But then, some actually just really truly wishes that they had a gender different from what they actually have, and that really affects them. It's really crazy. She also disclosed that she had experienced only one truly fulfilling relationship, noting that it was cut short following death for her partner. There's hardly any relationship that look back at and see anything positive. They're all actually there's one, but he passed away. So rest in peace. It was incredible. She said she explained that this experience has shaped her parenting, advising her son to treat women with respect. And she's been a little vocal about relationships lately and her experiences and what it's been for her. Lately too. But then, really, someone can just only one nice person treat them well, or did their perspective to one person treated them? And also making believe that maybe you can't, they always have one true love. No, not sure for you. Are you really sure? I'm just saying, you're just saying, there you go. I don't want to believe that that's what it is, really. But some people must have lost their true love. Oh, hi, ladies. If you must allege anything, then you're ready to prove it. Talk is, but the consequences need to be costly. Yes, Mr. Lucky. That's it. If you must allege anything, then you're ready to prove it. Not just come and say someone is a witch, someone is this and that. But I said you're back to that your love story. If you just have one thing, I'm just saying, you should not hope for better love. Wow. Oh my God, goodness. That's what I said. You can't shame me for being 45. But that interview had a lot in it. She had a lot in it. And, recently people were talking about her age and age. I don't know what is wrong with people. So someone would not get old. So aging is now a problem. I don't think it's because she's getting older, she's still looking young. And she's 45, exactly. It's the same people. Why? That's stuff. I told you about the videos I love Joe. I just call her the videos. Okay, I love Joe. She claimed that the thing that tried calling her while on tour in Ibadan. She said, so I had watched him was poor. I would fight for my child identity since September 2014's fake DNA test. The video was not so very when I met him. Only knew him as an up-and-coming, fast-rising singer in February 2013. That video concert after party in Ibadan and the son of a businessman. So she said he wasn't that popular. She's lying. She's lying. It's okay for you to come out and say I'm really fighting for my daughter, but saying that it's because it's not because they do is. But that doesn't make sense. Thanks for what you're fighting for. But what I say is because he's wealthy. That's why she's gone out. Is that why? I mean, if she knows that, if she knows that he's the father, she knows, right? He's the father of her child, and she's been trying to get this man's attention, not just attention, getting to take responsibility, wanting to give an identity to her daughter. It doesn't matter who the person is. I think that for some people, even if he was a puppet, even if he was nobody, they still want to show their daughter. That's that person. Why? No, that's not true. If it wasn't David, that woman is fighting. She just like close it up. Then nobody else can find out. Okay, we tell telling the story of your life. So why should there are people who exist, yes, they don't tell their children the truth. Exactly. But I think that's lying to yourself all your life. If you know that this person is somewhere in the world and you've ever kept in touch with the person. In some cases, I think it's because maybe the person treated them badly, they think the person is, they cannot find the person. And the mother doesn't want to sound foolish to their child saying, oh, I don't know where your father is, I don't know who his parents, I don't even know who his family is, right? And she may just be, but if someone still tell them that you are not, this is your father, this is your father. I mean, African parents keep secrets, that's what I know. Yeah. So they will not tell you, forget it. So we see how this unfolds. We were thinking that the will alternative dispute resolution, but it seems that hasn't happened. So we're going to talk with it and see how everything unfolds exactly. This message says, what is it with celebrities and not keeping their things safe? How? Tell me, what do you mean exactly? I'm trying to understand you. Victor, good one, please. I need, okay, all right. That's it. That's our editor. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Queen Chima. And I'm Stacey Bedroom.
Whether it's happening in Port Harcourt, South South, Nigeria, or around the world, we've got you covered. On air, online, delivering balanced news and unbiased analysis. Today, 95.1 FM.
This is Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. News.
Good afternoon. This is the World News on your premium talk radio. Today, 95.1 FM. Port Harcourt. I'm Queen Chima. Headlines. Federal government unveiled a new national housing strategy to address Nigeria's growing housing deficit. Political organizations urged federal government to hold plan back state government to release bandits in peace pacts with bandit leaders. Reform in Kinafaso's former president arrested over alleged attempted destabilization. Now the detail. The federal government has unveiled a new national housing strategy on land reform, urban renewal, and public-private partnerships to address Nigeria's growing housing deficit. The Minister of Housing and Urban Development, Amit Danua, disclosed this in Ilorin during the 4th National Council on Lands, Housing and Urban Development meeting. Speaking through the Director of Planning, Research and Statistics Ministry, Upar Yasu, Danua said Nigeria's housing deficit estimated at the end of May to remain one of the country's most socio-economic challenges. He attributed the housing crisis to rapid urbanization, population growth, rising construction costs, and weak land administration systems. Danua added the policy guide housing delivery, land administration, and urban development planning of the coming years, noting that land management remains the foundation for expanding access to affordable housing nationwide. The former national chairman of All Progressives CPC and prominent leader of the African Democratic Congress ADC, Chief John Udige Olekun, has expressed confidence that the growing collaboration between the ADC and the Obedience Movement could dislodge APC from power in 2027 general elections. The DOE made the mass meetings at CLO State during a formal reception for members of the Obedience Movement who recently defected mass to the ADC. The defection followed the recent alignment of the former Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi with the ADC. Addressing the gathering, the DOE said the decision by the Obedience Movement to join the ADC reflects a growing commitment among Nigerians, especially young people, to pursue political change and national renewal. Described the mass defection and deliberate and strategic choice by the Obedience Movement to participate directly in the struggle for political and social transformation. He also argued that growing dissatisfaction with government at both the national and state levels should motivate citizens to unite for collective political action. Governor Abba Yusuf can source the support of President Batibu in tackling the formidable security challenges of the government areas of the state. Requested during a meeting at the presidential villa, where Yusuf presented priorities of his administration, focusing on security, infrastructure, and a stronger partnership with the federal government. According to a statement by his spokesperson, Sanusi Factory, meeting held in session was used to brief the president of President Clinton opportunities in Kano, particularly the worsening insecurity in some with government areas. Yusuf informed about the recent tragic killing of a housewife and her children, stressing the need for decisive federal support to strengthen security operations and protect innocent citizens. He highlighted the role of the Kano State Neighborhood Watch Corps in complementing the work of security agencies and called for deeper collaboration with federal security institutions. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has announced March 11, 2026 as the official commencement date for political campaigns ahead of forthcoming governorship election in Osun State. The Osun INEC Resident Electoral Commissioner Mutuyu Abuke made this disclosure during an expanded stakeholders meeting organized by the Commission to mark the start of the second phase of the continuous voter registration (CVR) exercise in Osogbo. According to Abuke, the campaign timeline will be formally communicated to political actors in line with existing electoral acts and guidelines. Explained that the Commission would outline campaign protocols to guide political parties throughout the process. The Osun INEC board emphasized the need for collective responsibility in achieving credible electoral processes in the state. A prominent social political organizations, including Afenifere, Arawa Consultancy Forum, Mohanis Indigo, the Middle Belt Forum, and others have expressed outrage over a plan by the Katsina State government to release 70 bandits as part of measures to patch up a floundering peace pact with bandit leaders. The groups in separate interviews described the move as reckless and a danger to national security, calling on the federal government to hold the proper provocative action. Also, religious and community leaders in Katsina State voiced strong opposition to the proposed amnesty for bandits, whom they described as a grave threat to the state. The recently the state government approved the release of 70 suspected bandits as part of a peace deal with armed groups. However, the government in the plan released as part of efforts to consolidate peace and secure the freedom of abducted persons. Over 1,000 people have been released through similar negotiations with the State Commission for Internal Security and Home Affairs, likening the released prisoner exchanges during wartime. It could be recalled that the Defense Minister Christopher Musa had warned that negotiating with bandits only emboldened them and complicates security efforts. The Force Commander, Multinational Joint Task Force, MNJTF, Major General Saidu Audu, the short border state government that Boko Haram and other non-state armed groups operating in the Lake Chad region is in sight. Audu gave assurance during a press visit to Governor Benazir Dumabonu in Maiduguri as part of his finalization tour following his assumption of office in November 2025. According to a statement by Lieutenant Colonel Ikedi Chikmuiha, acting Chief Military Information Officer of MNJTF, Audu said the visit was to engage the governor of the Chiefs Court with the Lake Chad Basin Region Government Forum and appreciate the state government's consistent support to MNJTF operations. He said the MNJTF had developed a comprehensive strategy aimed at addressing the challenges posed by Boko Haram and other non-state actors that fight directly to enclaves. The MNJTF managed to the state government that the force will operate in line with grand strategic direction to achieve its mandate of restoring peace and security in the Lake Chad region. Former OPEC President Daisani Alison Madueke has again in London court ahead of her full trial on bribery charges relating to her time as Nigeria's oil minister. Preliminary proceedings, including technical matters and jury selection, began this week with Alison Madueke in attendance. Alison Madueke was in office from 2010 to 2015, was the first woman oil minister in Nigeria and the first female president of the global oil cartel OPEC. A 6-5-year has been bid since she was first arrested in October 2015. She denied 6 charges against her. Just so many charges 2023 filing national crime against legal offences, accepting bribes from 2011 to 2015. According to the indictment, Alison Madueke benefited from at least £100,000 in cash, chauffeured during cars, flights in private jets, and the use of multiple London properties. The charges also paid financial rewards including furniture, renovation reward and staff for the properties, payment of school fees and gifts from top designer shops such as Louis Vuitton. The trial is scheduled to begin Monday, January 26, and is expected to last 10 to 12 weeks. You're listening to the News on Today95.1fm, Voice of the People. After the break, more news, foreign sports stories. Stay with us.
Every day, every hour, the big stories break. Depend on our 24-hour news to bring you the latest. Today, 95.1 FM.
Well, thank you so much for the sound of our stories. The Irish National Congress has urgently called for immediate intervention of government and security agents following violent shooting incident in Morocco. On Sunday night, left one Emmanuel Nkindika dead and 6 others injured. The president of ONC, Emini Idi, in an interview today FM's Online Senate, issued direct appeal for action, stating that the situation remains intense. Explained that the incident occurred late in the evening with the identified location within the town.
Making passionate and so SAP or security agencies are government to come to the aid of the people from yesterday. They have been escalation of violent person was here in the that affected ourselves. The situation was degenerated so the family of the affected went on rampage and set the house of the suspected in the situation because of total mayhem and predominantly in and therefore using this jump to appeal to the national police security agencies. The military and social democratic government will come from the government area will intervene and relative in the situation under control.
Meanwhile, Thursday, these hunters commenced investigation into a shooting incident along Samuel Street, Omoko, in Oba Ebeman, which claimed 1 life and left 8 others injured. The statement of the man's public relations officer, CSP, President Koko, the police said the incident occurred in the earlier hours of yesterday during a masquerade procession following a confrontation involving the EKH Group Force Mobile Forest Guard Security Service NFSS. 9 youths reportedly sustained gunshot wounds, with one victim identified as Obulo, later confirmed dead at Omoko General Hospital, while others are receiving treatment. The police confirmed their engagement to additional suspects who have been charged with the State Criminal Investigation Department, SID, for further investigation. The command added that security is being reinforced in the area, though joint police and military patrols assuring the public that all those found culpable will be brought to justice. On foreign scene, Burkina Faso's former transitional president and the alleged mastermind behind various coup plots in the country has been arrested in neighboring Togo and expelled. Paul Henry Damiba was arrested in May, tried for attempted destabilization of Burkina Faso before being taken. The former lieutenant colonel of the president, Dr. Christian Tabori, in the January 2022 coup, but he was himself deposed 8 months later in the coup, brought military leader Kati Ibrahim Traoré to power. Burkina Faso's military junta has accused Damiba of planning several coup plots and assassination attempts against Traoré since then. And in sports, former African Football player Victor Ikeba has noted that the Super Eagles need 2 big goalkeepers in the team. He praised the current number one standing while he stressed the importance of having strong competition in the Super Eagles goalkeeping position. Umar Bali keeps 4 Chile United in South Africa, his latest top choice goal having been 13 out of the last 14 matches for Super Eagles. In recent years, players like Michael Boye from Udinese, Francis Uzo from Omonia, Nicosia, and Amas Obasogie from Simpida Black Stars have all been backup options for Mali. While he's currently the best goalkeeper in Nigeria, his wish for the goalkeeping option for Super Eagles is in danger. Ikeba said that having some competition within the team is important for keeping things at a high level. To end the news here is a summary of the major stories. The federal government has unveiled a new national housing strategy to address Nigeria's growing housing deficit. Two social organizations have urged the federal government to lock down violence in the state government to release 70 bandits in peace pacts with bandit leaders. On foreign scene, we also heard that Burkina Faso's fallen regional president has been arrested for alleged attempt to destabilize the country. That was news edited by Stella Socorri. The comment is called 0888-389-2850. So the news at today.com. You can read our stories on www.todayfm.com, Facebook at Today95.1fm, Instagram at Today95.1, X at TodayFM951. You can join our YouTube live at Today95.1fm. My name is Queen Chiba from Southwest England.
Today's news, today's entertainment, today's sports, today's issues, today on Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
Life of Port Harcourt Crusade, Life of Port Harcourt Crusade. Port Harcourt City, get ready to experience unusual movie goes as Rich for Christ presents Life of Port Harcourt Crusade featuring salvation, deliverance, healing, miracles, and lost more. Ministry, Pastor E.A. Ademoye, General Overseer, the Religious Institute of God, Pastor K.K. Njube, Pastor Sejoni, Reverend Minawi, Dagogo Jack, and other anointed men of God. Ministering songs, Shema Jesus, Mr. L.L. Revelation, Praise Emmanuel, and other anointed ministers. Date, 1st of January 2026, time, 3 p.m. Venue, River State University Football Field, besides Convocation Arena, Polo, miles away to Port Harcourt, River State. Don't be left out, it's your day of visitation. Jesus is closed forever. Please listen to this paid infomercial. International. You go for the medicine with strong correct medicine. It is so correct medicine. But in my correct medicine, correct medicine. When you come with any medicine, program as it is about it's necessary medicine. After all, what is my number 3 years for us. Then international. What is the number of computer machine? And no, I think that's what condition. When don't go back. All your life will correct it. Yeah, for what you know what you visit Herbal Heritage International. Herbal Heritage International. Hello, welcome to the program Roots and Herbs. Roots and Herbs is a program that discusses health-related challenges and suggests possible ways out from the herbal medicine perspective. Roots and Herbs is put together and sponsored by Herbal Heritage International, also known as Babayona. Babayona is currently having a special New Year promo package. This New Year promo package will give you the opportunity to enjoy 50% discount on all their products and services. This offer runs wide stock class. And at the same time, it will give you the privilege of meeting Babayona himself at the venue at number 24 Imperial Mile 1 by Station Bus Stop, Port Harcourt. For details and inquiries, the telephone number to call is 080-33-111-946. I repeat, 080-33-111-946. 080-33-111-946. On today's edition of the program, our topic for discussion is staphylococcal infection. And I have been in the studio, Dr. Abiodun. Sir, welcome to the program.
Thank you, Mr. Moderator. Staphylococcal infections do occur in the body system as a result of invasion of staphylococcus bacteria into the body system. Staphylococcal bacteria are of 3 different important ones. There's Staphylococcus saprophyticus, Staphylococcus aureus, and Staphylococcus epidermidis. Staphylococcus epidermidis is seen on body layers, that is on the skin. It doesn't cause skin challenge if immunity is not compromised. But if immunity is compromised, it can result to skin challenges like boils, blisters, and other problems. Staphylococcus saprophyticus can be found easily in the alimentary canal. But if there is no challenge or immunity being compromised, it can live with the body system without causing any problem. The last one, which will attack the body system of human beings, is Staphylococcus aureus. When Staphylococcus aureus is allowed to thrive, whether as a result of immunity being compromised, definitely it is possible for it to pose a serious challenge to the body system. Many things can lower the immunity, part of which can be infections that have stayed too long in the body system, can also lower body's immunity. Malnutrition can lower body's immunity, and at times stress, starvation, and other things can make immunity to become very lowered. To the extent that organisms that are able to live in the body system without posing any challenge, without that posing challenge to the body system. Don't forget that drug abuse also have a lot to play under this condition. And when staphylococcal infections are able to thrive in the body system, there can be burning sensation that will be seen as internal heat. There can be serious night sweat that can start draining the body system, and you discover that you start emaciating, you start losing weight. It is possible as you have lost volume of water to affect the blood volume. As a man, the ability of a man to satisfy his woman will disappear from that. When infections are able to thrive in the body system, nerves can be damaged. And when they are damaged, there can be loss of desire for opposite sex.